Yeah, I meant to get up in here. Start a little bit earlier than usual because I have tea time today. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, y'all a minute, make your way in, yeah. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Don't forget to hit the links in the chat. Check out latest posts. Join the live. All that old good stuff. We got going on today. Nothing too serious today. Just giving you a rundown about what's going on with me, where I'm at. I am in orientation in a new job, so uh, we're gonna see how things, are or whatever. Hit like button, subscribe, comment down below. Not no real generalization for conversations, open panel and whatnot. You know how it is. Your girl's a little nervous now. But without further ado, all right, I'm back. I'm back. What's good? How y'all doing? Thank you for jumping in, joining with your girl for a while. It may not be extremely long live. Y'all know how we do it. We have things to be doing, but your girl has left variant. Yes, that much is true. Your girl has left variant. Okay, let me see if I didn't came in. Okay. Oh, Black Hat Boy, how you doing, sugar? It says, "Don't be nervous. Stand." Well, thank you, sir. That's something nice for you to say. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate the encouragement. Changing jobs is a part of life. Yeah, that much is true, but I kind of was like comfortable with variant because variant just does certain things. It has so many terminals and all that kind of good stuff. So I just kind of just got in a slump, but I wasn't getting where I want to get, wasn't getting everything I need to have. So yes, I sure did. I quit variants. I don't know how dog gonna feel about that. If she comes in later or says something, I don't know. But anyway, A lot of people, some people I was talking to was like, I won't get enough miles. And then some people was like, I'm getting plenty of miles. I said, okay, what's going on? And all the bond about being at home. And I was like, that's just a load of crap. If there's miles, there's miles at a company. You know what I'm saying? So I'm highlight y'all. So yeah, I just didn't want to make that move. I am scared about the move that I'm in right now. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen, what's gonna take place, is a good place or not. So far, so good, but we've been here before, haven't we? We've been here before, fam. Uh, what's good, Tanker Yanker? Where you? I'm not giving where I am right now. I'm gonna give it at least 30 days, so I'll let y'all know where I am. Is that fair enough? That's fair enough. But I'm somewhere around Dallas. I give you a hint. Yeah, I'm somewhere around Dallas somewhere. But yeah, it was difficult. I left a few things on the truck. Uh, and things like that. It ain't trashed out, nothing like that. But it's just a few things on the truck. So they can definitely just do a regular detail clean and put somebody in the truck in the very next day. But I had to go in and talk to my DM, and I just couldn't just walk off and just leave without telling him what was going on and how I felt and things like that. And he said, "But wait, I fight for you guys, and I fight for you." And I said, "Yeah, I know you do. I know you fight for me, and I fight for you, and things like that. And you have fought for me, you know." 'Cause I remember the whole thing in my truck. I told he was the main ones that's pushing for that. So yeah, but with this job opportunity, though, I have a chance to be home more frequently. So that was one of the biggest things. Um, it's pretty much the same pay. I still getting paid 60 cents a mile, so it's not a big difference there at all. It's difference in I be doing van and reefer stuff often, and I be home. I'm supposed to be home every 7 days. For 34. So that's really one of the bigger main reasons. I check on myself, check on my health, kind of get that. Trying to get more weight down. I'm down like 15 pounds since the new year. So I'm trying to get like another 15 to 20 by my birthday. So with me being able to be home every single week, I can start maybe a gym membership. I can be in gym with sauna. I can see my doctors often and all that good stuff. So the real bigger reason. But then I get here and come to find out they're merging with another damn company. And I'm like, really? Seriously? Really? Child, I don't know what's going on with these mid-sized companies getting bought out by these bigger companies, but I was like, I'm just gonna rock it out and just see what's happening because, Variant had what May Truck and Uber Freight, Total, US Express, um, Family Dollar, all that, mixed together. What's up, Celos? Was everything will be fine. It's shocking, you know how it is. Cross your fingers and hope for the best. I am. I'm praying. I'm on bending knee. Um, that things go accordingly. I'm doing like I'm supposed to. On time like I'm supposed to. Doing like I'm supposed to. Doing paperwork and videos like I'm supposed to. Um, so yeah. Tomorrow we do the back end driving stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much no problem. I'm not worried about that at all, though, really. Yes, sir. So I'm like, it's a mega carrier, but it's not as big as most mega carriers. Let's just say that where I am. But y'all will see. But like I said, it was a lot getting my truck uploaded off there. I was sitting there thinking about it before I called the company, and I was like, should I stay or should I like go? Should I wait till turn around or should I? That's what be like sometimes. Truck is so unstable right now that if you make the wrong move and think that you're going somewhere better and mess around and be in the same predicament. So that's what it all for me. But I contemplated for him. I contemplated. They took me off a load going way to California, and I said, "Nah, you need to take all this in Dallas for me." Going no down Stockton, Georgia. Shout out to everybody around Stockton, Georgia, baby. You got some some liquor coming y'all way. You got some Amsterdam vodka coming out there to you. Be a whole trailer full. But I say I can't go that way. I gotta make this move. I thought about it though. You live in Houston, you can find tanker yanker. That is all I have been trying to damn do for the last 2 months. Okay, y'all don't know I done been to 4 different damn drug screens since beginning of January, trying to find something damn local. Okay. And two of them was for a port company because the port, ports is supposed to be booming around Houston. And with the port companies, you can go home every single day. But I think I got jerked and played around. I didn't send in paperwork. I didn't send in loan forms. I didn't went to go to drug screens. And a lot of companies running ports, and I just got jerked around. I got jerked around. Like, how you run out of trucks to put people in? How you not call me back and all that kind of stuff after I do all that? And I know my P ain't came back during that because, your girl don't smoke. Or pop no pills. So, yeah, the port people that say they're running the ports, I think they really, really got their fingers crossed to get mostly men for that, though. That's what I think. But I've been trying to take in, cause trust me, Black Horse, IMC, um, even Averett is another company called uh, um, Dallas Freight Transportation, but they running ports down in Houston. That's like Dallas Freight Transportation like that. And he's not extremely big. He has like 20 something trucks. And he jerked me around and things like that. So that's all I've been trying to do is get something local. I even reached out to DC Trucker. I don't know where he is right now. He's supposed to be on vacation. I went to holiday his company and heard the bed. That's all I've been doing is like was trying to find me some local. I even applied for Kroger's. I've been applying for Kroger since December last year and ain't getting no kind of feedback from nobody. Pepsi, apply for Pepsi too. JB Hunt, let's not get on JB Hunt ass, right? We already talked about that ass with the young lady situation, the trailer situation. Child, they called my ass last week. Now mind you, I put my application for their ass in December or last year. Tell me why. They they called me about no situation way out in the wall of Texas. I said, Sir, I live in Houston." Cause I originally applied. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I originally applied for JB Hunt because they're supposed to have a local flatbed forklift situation. Cause I had contemplated giving for flatbed a try again. And I said I'm gonna give it a try maybe locally. And that's why I originally applied for JB Hunt. Right. And he's gonna call me back last week. I said, "Sir, it's been months. It is so hard to get on a JB Hunt. Like the waiting list is like crazy there." And he called me on that wall in Texas. I'm not going to that wall of Texas. Then you say I can't bring the truck home and all that. No, I gotta leave the truck out there and all that. No, that ain't cool. I even applied for the what's that Hispanic grocery store? And you gotta offload. That's all I've been doing, taking Anchor. I had made it my business to apply from 3 to 5 companies per week. Made it my personal business every single day. And I ended up landing on this. And that's not really what I really wanted. I want to be home every single day. But you got to keep in mind, 2 million people live in Houston. So a lot of those people are truckers. A lot of those people are CDL holders. So yeah, you in competition. Take Yanka down now. Trust me, it's all you girl been doing. It's all I've been doing. Trying to get to a point where I can be home every single day and have more of my freedom and my life back. Trucking has just taken a lot of my freedom for the last 6 years, a whole lot, And I just want something that gives me some part of a real life back. That's what the biggest thing. I mean, I know it's March, and then I was like, God, I need you to help me. I was on the truck, I was praying. I said, should I go? Should I stay? And then I was looking around. I said, I haven't gotten what I want to have, and I've been here since May of last year. I think. Then all of a sudden came in my heart, like, sis, has been since May of last year, you ain't gotten what you wanted, so yeah, it's time to make a move. Pinky gets on me a lot. Um, and she says I stay at companies too long. So I say maybe it's the time to move, y'all. But I was contemplating, I was battling all I hear my little gray truck behind me right there on the bottom left. I was battling because I know exactly what to expect from there. And whenever you go to a new company and you fresh and you new booty and people know you new booty, it's always that, want to take advantage of you type of tip. You know, want to do what they want to do to you type of tip. So, um, yeah, it is some nervousness uh, going on. There's some nervousness happening in my nerves and everything I went through Decker and everything I went through with Variant, everything I went through with Hirschbach, everything I went through with leasing. I just feel like I just have so much time that I just don't have back, and I don't want to be in another company where my time is wasted again. That's what it feels like. And I mean, then trucking is at its absolute worst right now. I have to say, for us drivers, there's no kind of safety net for us drivers at all out here. So it's a lot of nervousness, a lot of being skeptical, uh, a lot of asking questions, um, and just living anxiety, if you want to say. Yeah, trucking to do that. Trucking to make you have a bad case of anxiety. It really, really, really can. It can, because you always nervous. All kind of shit can go on at any time. And nobody's out there but you. You know what I mean? So far, I haven't heard anything in orientation that's just like extremely bad um, thing to go through. Typical trucking company type stuff. But, but, I'm trying to be like optimistic. Trying to be. I'm in a hotel room now, y'all, laying down. I just got out of class like at 4. Oh, Lord. We gonna see, child. Like I said, if things are not right here, though, and things are not going accordingly, like I want, I will not be staying. If things don't go like I really want it to be like, I won't be spinning my wheels, and that's what I felt like in trucking. Um, you can be a point where you just feel like you're spinning your wheels, and you just find yourself not necessarily the same situation, but similar situations. And I just want full control of my own business in trucking. But I don't want to give up on trucking behind it. I want to keep going in trucking, but I want to go to the next level. Does that make sense? I keep on doing this again, going to another company. It's like, I'm past it and I should be past it and I should be beyond it. But unfortunately, I've tried certain things and it didn't work out. That's not enough. What's not enough, thank you, Anchor? Hit the links. Y'all slipping just hit the link. You ain't gotta stay long. It's like I've been extremely long live. But y'all don't get what I'm saying. It's not a discouragement because I know, I watch other people that's gone through companies like it ain't nothing, and they keep getting applied on and keep getting hired on, and then you talk to somebody and it's the perfect company and things like that. And things are absolutely perfect for them and their situation. So I'm not giving up on it. I started the journey like 6 years ago now. This year in August, I'm like 7 years that I've been driving. Um, I don't want to be driving at the 10-year mark. My 10-year mark, either I will be a fleet owner with my own contracts or a broker, or I'll be out of trucking altogether. Right? But it's just keeping a it's just keeping a positive head, y'all. It's just about keeping a positive head, being optimistic, learning. Um, I'm at a place where hazmat doesn't really matter to them. They don't really move hazmat freight. For y'all jump in here and say, "Go to the hazmat, go look at your hazmat." Yeah, so for this particular company, hazmat doesn't really hit that much, but they had decent reviews on them, so yeah, that's for the reason why I came. I talked to a few people, so y'all see it. Yeah, y'all see the name where I am right now. So, like I said, all we can do is pray. All we can do is pray and put our best foot forward and just keep moving some kind of way. And hopefully y'all do the same. But what you mean, Taki Angle? That's not enough. What's not enough? What's not enough? What's up, KB? Hit the link. Hit the link, sir. Driving through Atlanta traffic. Oh, Lord. ATL always on something, child. Ain't a dull moment in ATL. It's always something popping off. But what you meant, Taki? Yeah, but what's not enough? What's not enough? What you meant? But as far as what the pay, or what you talking about? But now, before y'all jump all in and say you can find some local, that's all I've been trying to do is get on local. You know, you gotta keep in mind there's so many trucking people that's there. You got North Carolina people that's there. You got New York and New Jersey's there. You got California truckers that's there. And they coming in, y'all, and they swooping in. They taking on local gigs, y'all. They swooping in, taking the jobs right now. You feel me? And shit, I even applied for Geodis. I think I said it right, Geodis. Y'all know GODIS. I even applied for them, and they went back and forth with me and things like that. And I know I don't have my MVR on my deck, and child, they ain't even see me do my drug screen. So we get back to you soon. We running your reports and everything. I said, okay, cool. I sent my stuff. It's just like, really? That's all I've been trying to do is get on local. I would love to have been local, but I'm blessed to find what I found. And we keep. What's up, KB? Hello.
Hello?
What's up, KB? Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you. Oh, I didn't know if you could hear me. I don't know how my signal is right now. Hey, what's going on, Shay?
Nothing. I quit variant. We talking about me tonight. I quit variant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I know you was handling your business. That's why I try to get hold of you. I was just checking in on you. Yeah, I've been busy myself this week. I've been up the last 2 days straight, Shay. So, but so how's everything going with you quitting? So going to somewhere else?
Yeah. Everything was fine. My DM wasn't happy about me quitting though.
I imagine so. You've been
Yeah,
there very
yeah.
what over a year, right? You was over there a year.
Nah, not exactly. Almost a year.
Okay. Okay.
Almost a year. I came beginning of May. I came the first week of May.
Okay. So you almost made it
So,
a year, but y'all probably got
mhm,
a relationship. Y'all got a custom. You know what I mean? It happens.
mhm,
Yeah.
yeah. But thank you. Like I said, I know he didn't come back and saying what's good.
What's that?
So I take you, anchor. I'm talking about, well, that's not enough. What's not enough?
Oh, yeah. Salute.
Yeah.
Shout out, take it, Jacob. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
He saying something about you live in Houston, right? You can find a good local gig. Then he said that's not enough. What's not enough? Me being home like every 7 days, that's not enough. Is that what you saying? Like what you meant? Where I am now, I'll
But
be
did you
home.
tell them that you tried that though, Shay? You've been looking for
I
gigs. It's just
did.
Houston is tied up, right? Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, I've been. That's all I've been trying to tell them. You know what I'm saying? People don't either be believing you or what. But I would love to be at home.
Trust
I
me,
would love
Tanky
to be
Yankee.
on.
Shape has been putting in her work. She tried. She's been looking at numerous opportunities. They just ain't nothing popping in Houston right now. It's all tied up, brother. Yeah.
I mean, I've been applying for companies that I would hope help me get my hazmat, my tanker. And they said they would, and they would turn around and say we no longer train. I said, well, damn it, you advertising, all over Google and 10th Street and saying this and saying it's a lot of that too though. Hold on, y'all. In KB, a lot of
Right.
these companies is hiring for Houston and local. They are straight up lying. When you apply and you do what you need to do behind the scenes and call this person, call that. It be by the time you get to doing your process and getting your stuff rolling, it's something different. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is for a lot of tanking companies and hazmat companies that they're not into like training. I don't know because of the economy or what, but it's a whole lot of false advertisements, especially from these poor companies. So just be careful. Make sure you applying to somebody um that's a reputable company because I know IMC. I know I've been seeing IMC on. Yeah, I'm calling y'all last I too on here right now for a few seconds. They played around a little bit kind of with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have no more trucks. I was like, what the hell? You, you just said something to me Friday. You know what I'm saying? It's Monday
Why are y'all
morning.
still hiring if you ain't got no equipment? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's a bunch of malarkey. Yeah.
yeah, and they advertise all over places. Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, um, all those places.
But like we
Everybody
talk
want,
shit, you gotta be careful of that false advertisement. They try to get you in the door, get you to apply so they can
yeah,
screen all these applicants. That's a lot of these
yeah.
companies doing shape. I don't know if you spoke on it already, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're dealing with somebody that's really processing your stuff. So it could be somebody that's there at the desk that's processing your stuff as a recruiter and she's looking at it, see you a female, you know what I'm saying? And go right on past your stuff. 'Cause that's how it is in Port, because some ports ain't nothing to play with down in Houston. Barbers cut, drivers, they ain't nothing to play with. Down in Galveston, nothing to play with. It's really a cutthroat thing. It's
Mm.
really not for somebody that's timid, you know what I'm saying? But me, I cuss a joker out too in a minute.
I know you will, Shay. Didn't you and your boy and them talk about that other day at T Hill? How you got a little temper? You from H Town and got that Louisiana in you, all that? Yeah. Shay
I
get
say,
high
yeah,
headed. What KO Shay said? Shay get high headed, man.
I ain't
You
getting
don't
out
hold
here,
your
dog.
tongue.
I,
Okay,
I,
okay.
I say, child, you know what I'm saying? But just be careful because there's so many people that's flooding the Houston area. They want that
Mhm.
same position, you know what I'm saying? And somehow or another, it ain't by first term come first serve. That's how the shit for you, you
Well,
know?
DB and I was talking when I was on this live the other day. We got to make ourselves the most hireable shape. Like you said, work on getting all your endorsement love while you got downtime if you can. You know what I mean? That way you're staying out before the other applicants because you don't have to get ready. You already ready. You got your hazmat. You get your tank. You get your triples if you want to. But you know what I mean. I'm going to. I already got my hazmat. Praise God, and I just renewed it, y'all. So I'm
Mm.
gonna go ahead and get the tanker. Go ahead and get the triple and double. I don't care about passenger bus, but I'm gonna get the doubles and the
You
tanker.
gonna
That
get you
way,
gonna get triples? You gonna get triples put on your license?
yeah, because you never know when an opportunity might arise. Shape like it don't have to be just the pup trailer. There are other things that got dollies on it, or like I said, I was thinking about talking to Willis and them over there about the heavy haul. I was still thinking about that. You know what I mean? Just a different lane because when you got them extra axles back there, shape on the heavy haul, that's you have to have a triple doubles endorsement. I don't know if a lot of y'all knew that. That's considered a dolly. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get it, shape. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Yeah.
So you should say fucking and go all the way and get in the heavy haul.
Just something to think. Just thinking about the lane change shape. That's all. I mean, I ain't gonna drastically just jump straight over there. I still got to get the minimum 6 months, almost probably a year of flatbed shape. You know what I mean? To really get the tie down and doing all that. So no, it won't be a drastic jump. You know what I mean? I can skip a little bit of the step, but no, I'm just thinking tired of the swinging doors. Not tired of, but just want to change shape because trucking is
Hmm.
changing. We got to change too, honey. You know what I mean? Like I've been doing this for 7 years, bumping doors and swinging down. Oh, I said it backwards, but you know what I mean. You know, just trying to get the box off the fifth wheel, do a little something different. You know what I mean? Open deck, or you know what I mean, something a little different. Even looking at end dumps a little bit, dump trailers. That's what my brother do. So we'll see. We'll see something.
All
Definitely gonna
right.
make a change though. You know what I mean? That's
All
all.
right.
That's all. Yeah.
All right, KB. KB say he
Yeah.
want to roll with the big dogs for real. So he want
Yeah.
to stay every Friday. He want to stay dinner every Friday there. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm
what
trying to get
KB
up there with the
want
G
to say.
waves and them. Y'all out there, yes.
Nah,
C1
nah.
specialized. Let's go.
I'm
Let's
just
go
trying.
get it.
I'm trying to make it. Why can't he's by my subway every Friday? You talking about having to stay?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
But
trying
no,
to
that's
keep
it.
by
Shit, I'm
my
just
little
looking at some.
subway.
Yeah. Oh, I eat my Subway to eat fresh, but no, that's all. Shay, just looking at this summer change. You know what I mean? Been doing this a long time, and you know what I
Uh,
mean. Just wanna switch it up a little bit. Just see what else out there. That's
uh,
all.
and
Yeah.
I
And
told
keep
one,
my options open. Go ahead, Shay.
I told one of my homeboys I was on Quick and he made fun of me because he got his ass back on flatbed and think he
Oh,
went.
really?
But yeah, you know how some people just go back to being good and they can look down their nose at people. And I was like, now if something go wrong, and you know how people just be kind of negative to you and they be like, you don't get over it, it's gonna be same thing because same type of freight. You're going to a worse situation. You just need going back through flatbed
Mm-hmm.
or where I tell you and leaving them white folks alone and da da da. And I say, well, first of all, it's Caucasian folks all up in this thing. And no disrespect to my loves that watch me. You know what I'm saying? Where you as Caucasian folks. So I don't get the purpose of that statement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you based trying to go in the
Exactly.
areas, but I said, nah, flatbed is something that wasn't meant for me to touch. That's how I feel about that all day long. But you trying to be negative. It ain't gonna be no better and all. And today, I just felt a little bit better about my decision. Saturday and Sunday, when I was sitting on the truck in Dallas over the years, but I was very conflicted, y'all. I was very conflicted. I was going back and forth. I almost didn't go, KB. I almost called these people, told people I ain't coming.
Oh, wow, wow. But I'm glad you shook it off and you really, went ahead and made that leap, shape. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we get in our own head, and also, like you see, you got to watch the negative vibes around you, and the devil creep in. You know what I mean? Try to turn you away from the door that the good Lord has open for you, shape. So I'm glad you gave it a shot. And like I told you, I'm praying that this is good for you. Definitely be better than buried, and you know what I mean. It'd be a good opportunity for you. You know what I mean. You've been out here long enough too that I mean, I want to see you go to company and keep trying to find your way. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's, so just battling my little low anxiety and my little
That's
disappointment.
all. Yeah. The
And
anxiety set in.
yeah,
That's what
that's
that
all
was.
I'm battling with today. Because trucking they do that when you in that box all the time, and you don't have no real emotional support that's right there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wish I could team. I wish I could have my actual man and team. Totally different story right now. We even be having this conversation. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
unfortunately, I'm out here by myself. So when you in that box, you battle. Not just in your body, in your mind, and in your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because so much can go on out here, and your family don't understand it because they've never been out here before. And other truckers are for themselves, and your dispatch people they for themselves. They are for covering their ass and going home at 5 o'clock. You know. So when
Mhm.
things are not going the way you want them to go, it just puts on different spin to things. Gives you a different feeling. About trucking as a whole. Make you have like negative thoughts about it, And trucking ain't a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? Trucking ain't a bad thing. It's never my responsibility to negate you from getting your CDL. Cause they said it's the first time in a long time that people getting their CDLs at its all time low. And they said that on Freightwaves earlier today. This the
Oh, wow.
lowest
I didn't even know that.
yeah, it's the lowest number of people that ever went to get their CDL license. The lowest number. And I say, damn,
But you got a
they
lot of people getting out of trucking, or they turning their trucks in, or they selling them and they going back companies. So trucking can be a lot of discouragement going on right now. Shape, you know what I mean? They seeing that, and maybe that's turning away the young generation. A lot of people from trucking right now. Well, man, trucking used to be the lick, but now, man, I don't know. I don't want to get out there and get my CDL and be out there struggling. You see what I'm saying, Shape? So maybe that's what it is. The Discord is, they don't, they turn them away a little bit. I don't know. But it
job, but
is rough, y'all. It ain't no easy feat out here
it's
trucking it. Yeah, go ahead.
a lot of
Mm.
companies that closed up, and that shit discouraging. They looking at these freight, and they looking at how these shops then went to $200 an hour. So a lot of people
Exactly.
are not buying
And
equipment.
fuel still not all the way down like it need to be. It's almost still five up in PA and
Stuff.
above, and $6 at places. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's stuff still
I
real
was
out here,
watch
y'all.
I was
Uh-uh.
watching sounds on TikTok. I forgot to record him, and he say ain't nothing wrong with UPS, and he driving, and I say, all right, they get ready to cut y'all ass. They cutting clerk people right now. But they and some of the warehouse people, they gonna start cutting on drivers after a while. Watch, just like they did with the YRZ.
You
Yeah,
think so, Shay?
I think so. I think so.
Mm.
That they
I mean, the
if
guy put out
UPS
the
got
report. He said he wasn't gonna touch the drivers till the last resort, but you may be on to something because
yeah
UPS is down with the Amazon and the WalMarts. Like they're not
yeah.
making the revenue they would. Coyote, their brokerage is down. Like
Mm.
everything's going. Yeah, yeah. So
You gotta keep in mind. You gotta keep in mind. UPS took in a lot of YRC people.
they did, they
Yeah,
did. Yeah, and then
yes
they also that
yo
company merged with them too. T-Force took over
yeah
their open road freight, the ground part of UPS ground. They took over that part. Yeah.
yeah both of them. And XPO took a lot of YRC because YRC had like millions of people that they
Yeah,
let
well, the 30,000
go.
drivers is pretty much
Yeah,
was out, for the most.
uh,
I think it was about
yeah.
30, maybe more. Yeah.
It's more than that. It's more than thirty
Okay.
thousand. I think 30,000 just some warehouse workers. I think, and that's only in a couple of
Oh,
states. Well, it's really in a million. I think it's like it was a million people that lost their jobs for YRC.
wow.
It is up there. So what's up, Ghost? Hit the link, Ghost. So
Ghost, what's
I
going on,
am
my goodie?
going
My
on
Jersey
there.
boy, man. What's up, Ghost?
Okay. How much for the pit? I see the pit on the IG. How much for the pit? Yeah, got a little puppy for sale. Um,
Oh, for real? Okay.
but yeah, I'm just trying to keep positive. Hopefully, I just get some positive feedback from my followers and from my viewers today. And I just gonna need that little push of encouragement, y'all, right now. That's all.
Well, you know
Yeah,
how I get down shape. I always got your back. You know what I mean? Just stay, like I said, stay positive shape. Look at this new exciting opportunity as another door open for you that you can grow and hopefully see the money you want to see and just some better than what you've been at shape. Just stay up, try to keep your head up, stay focused, what I mean, and give it some time and then hope it work out, shape. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You
That's
know?
all. That's how we chopping today. We ain't got no other topics today. And shout out to the ones that came in, but the JB Hunt driver. That shit's crazy.
Yeah,
That
shape. I missed it, but I heard about it. I watched Lockout Man, and I tried to catch a little bit of your replay. But that girl, man, that's crazy, man. Just to speak on it real quick, because I wasn't there for your live. Uh, Imagine that's us, y'all. I SWAT trailers, y'all, over here at the company I'm at to carry on with. What if I get a trailer one day and it's ain't it got to be dark? It could be one of our companies that we roll with. Oh man, you going down the road, y'all. All of a sudden, Mr. Officer, hey man. Pour the stove to put your hand behind your back. That's a crazy situation, Shay. I wouldn't even know, how to, what to do. And you know what I mean? I hope she get the litigation and get that charge cleared off because I know she's still going through it. But man, that was crazy, Shay. I must say that. I wish I was in your live, but man, that's crazy, bro. Wow.
yeah. If this is the
Wow.
last video, go check that video out. T Hill came on, Dirty Broke came on, chopped it up with me, had their 2 cents. Also go check out the full video interview with Lockout Man. It just gives you a red perspective of how these companies really do and how least important they really are. You know what I'm saying to them. You know, go check it out. It was an awesome conversation. I wish more of you were there for it. If not, go catch the replay. Well, huh? Oh, you changed the what's it called? Look at you.
What's that, Shay?
Yeah, you throw the two figure. You show you change your little picture up. Look.
Oh, because sometimes when StreamYard like I log on, it has my big green, cool eating grin with the glasses on. But the avatar went up there, so I just pick a picture. One of my pictures, and that was the first one that came up. Me and yes, I got the 718 sweat on, but hey, it's gear. But no, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, child. All right, look
But
at you.
thank you, Shape. Yeah, thank you. Trying to
Hey,
trying
guys.
to do it, y'all. Hey, I been getting my steps in. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been exercising. I've been exercising. I've been exercising. I'm exercising today and yesterday, and I exercised Saturday, and I did my fast again. I did my fast. I've been going a lot of Sundays and eating no meat and no dairy. A lot of Sundays. So that's in my
Awesome
fast.
shape. Stay with it. Like I told you, I encourage you to stay with it. You're doing so good. Proud of you. Stay with it. Yep.
Uh,
You're
And
doing good. Stay with it.
I see and feel the difference in my body. So I see and feel it. So hopefully I'm going down to the little thing I got. It's a nice ass hotel they got us in. They got a pool and a gym little area. So I will be hitting that gym tonight, getting on that
There
treadmill.
you go. Take advantage of it while you're in there. Say how long you got to be. Like is it 3 days? You don't mind me asking?
It's 3 days. It's 3 days orientation. We're doing a driving thing tomorrow. And we ain't no sign on bonus, which I wish there was, child. But this company ain't as big as other companies. I mean, it's big, but it ain't as big as other ones.
Oh, okay. And I'm gonna tell you something, Shay. But even the bigger companies are stopping the sign on board now. They're making so many stipulations to get
Mhm.
it now. Yeah, they're not paying out like that they used to.
Yeah, yeah. So, child, I say, you know what? But hey, it is because last the check from Variant was now that hot child was like $600. Yeah, I say now. Nah, I was looking at the check and looking through my little U.S. Express app, and I say, you know what? I'm gonna do this here. That was it. That and me. I just got off my knees to pray. I said, God, I need something from you. I need something push from you. I need something from you. And that's what I've been doing more, y'all. I just encourage this year to everybody, especially my trucker and my Shay fam, that you focus on your mental and your spiritual health just as much as your financial. That make all that a priority. Say it's all important. Your health, your relationships, and your finances, and your mental and your spiritual is all just much as it's important as getting to his bed. As my boy KL Shay would like to say.
No, exactly. You got to have that physical, that mental, and your spiritual. And I
Yeah,
always say that you got it. Them three right there is the key before you even think about any money, financial, all of that. That's how I look at it.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
something just to put on.
Mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah, but it's not these companies don't really care. You know what I'm saying? There's a need in being loyal. And sometimes, you can do that. You can get into a slave mentality. You know what I'm saying? And it got to me. It's like I'm not US Express's slave. I'm not obligated. You know what I mean? I'm not obligated to be here and be loyal to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta make that move. So it felt like something tapped me on my shoulder and say, baby girl, you got to move. You can't stay. I ain't gonna allow you to stay. You know what I'm
Sometimes
saying?
there ain't nothing but the good Lord or the higher power. You know what I mean? Whatever you believe in, that's it. It's the fendel you got. Hey, it's time to move because things in life are for a season. Shape. Sometimes we stay in things longer than we supposed to. Sometimes, but yeah,
Yeah.
things are seasonal in life. So your season was up at Van, and while I say this new season opening where you at, I just pray it's good for you. Work out.
I hope so. I hope so. 2024. A whole trucking just changes around, period. They keep saying that it's not towards the end of the year, but I think it is. Fuel is getting down lower. Fuel is at $3. It don't look like it's going back up. It's steady going down week by week. So that's a good thing for my owner ops out there and my lease ops out there. Like Hey Jose and Buddha. A lot of you cats that watch me, Ghost, and things like that. So let's hope and pray, with the election turnaround and having the hot Cheeto back in there. He about to be back in there. Can't let nobody say Yeah, but Trump about
You
to
in
be
the
back
hot
in
Cheeto,
office.
Lord have
Yeah,
mercy.
yeah, you call on Buddy Boy sleepy. So I
Yeah,
get
I know, I
off.
know. No, no, hey, you can call them Cheeto, but at the end of the day, like I said, we make the necessary steps to what we got to do out here. You know what I mean? And yeah, the election is important, and we want to see a change in the state, but we got to make the steps though, shape. You know what I mean? We can't wait on them, rely on them to help us. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we got to help ourselves. That's all I want to say though.
Child.
Oh man.
But he getting back in there for him. Y'all see the numbers.
Yeah, I
Y'all
see him
see.
winning. I see him ahead in a lot of stuff. Yeah. So
So, but we may need him. You know what I'm saying? Let's hope and pray if he does get back in here that he keeps his word and put a focus on the trucking industry. You know what I'm saying? What they need to do, fam, is let their oil company back in. Once they stop letting their oil company service the
you had
U.S.,
18? You had 18?
they made the
Okay.
for us. I
Okay.
did.
Sorry about that shape. They holding up the damn island, man. Come on. This one of the ones where we sticking out in the road out here. But go ahead, shape. I'm gonna mute up.
And get our asses out this damn war. It's just getting to a point where it's getting fucking senseless and spending our damn money. That's all that shit is. I heard on Checkmate Community they talking about they supposed to bring back some gold and shit from over there back to the U.S. I say that shit ain't happening. These people ain't finna let us bring no gold back from their damn country, and they got to rebuild stuff over there. That's not happening. Don't believe that. You hear me, KB? KB.
Yeah, no, we good. We good. Shape. I had to get in there. I'm usually. I was going to say this: a public announcement. Drivers, I usually ain't that one that go on and bitch about the fuel island. But when you park, when you got a truck stop like this, y'all, where you coming in off the street and the fuel island right there by the street, and you got truckers in the road, do y'all due diligence to pull up, get your fuel, and go. Don't be up in there lollygagging, man. This don't make no sense. But I had to go in there and say something real quick, Shape. That's all. I
But
usually don't do that, man. But come on
you
now.
you heard what I said. They had brought it up on Check Unity and Checkmate, saying they going over there bringing back gold and diamonds and stuff like that back to the
Oh
U.S.
no, I haven't been over there and seen them in a minute. So they bringing gold and diamonds back. Oh wow.
That's what they saying, but I don't believe that. Them people ain't just let us take no riches from their damn country. That
I
stuff is
wouldn't
in
think so.
that stuff is in rubble. They gotta rebuild it. All that bombing hospitals and apartments and houses and but church facilities. The people have to rebuild all that over there in Israel and Russia and Ukraine. They have to rebuild that stuff up. So they're not letting the American people take no money back. This is not happening. It's not gonna happen. We got to pay that money back that he took. We got to pay that 150. That 150 million come from us. You understand?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
I
shit
would think so. Cause
come back
our
again.
money not even based on the gold reserves no more that we had, Shape. You know that the American dollar's not even based on that gold no more like it used to be. So I don't
Child,
know, but shit crazy.
I swear, I say no. I don't even see that shit happening. That ain't happening. People ain't letting us take no money off, child. They draining us dry.
I'm
And
about
we
to
supposed
research that, like Pee Wee said, since you talking about immunity. I'm about to
to,
go Google that. I'm about to go look that up, research that.
yeah, we supposed to see some kind of riches back from over there. Man, please.
Okay.
They ain't doing that. They drain our asses dry. We supposed to be laying of milk and honey over here. That's what they say.
That's what we supposed to be. But America far from that. But I'm gonna let that go. I ain't gonna talk too much about our country because I still love this country. I've served it well for 10 years, military. So you know what I mean. It just we got a lot of stuff to get right. That's all. We got a lot of stuff to get going.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm glad I called you, Shay. Like I said, I was going trying to get out of Atlanta, y'all. Y'all know how it is on this time of day. They got me getting a load and getting out of Atlanta. But I was seeing you live. I said, man, I got to go, and I've been trying to get a hold of you anyway, just
Yeah,
check on you. But yeah, that's what's up.
yeah. Hopefully I'll be heading that way. 'Cause I'm supposed to be running. I'm not supposed to be going no higher than I think Iowa is the highest I'm supposed to be running, y'all.
That's where I'm going right now, Shade. Funny. I'm
I'm
going to
not
Iowa
supposed to
right now,
go,
Dumb Cookie.
I'm not supposed to go no further west than Arizona.
Cool.
And I'm supposed to touch New York and New Jersey, y'all, and North PA, y'all. So it's interesting. It's an interesting thing, to be running this type of thing, and We gonna see, y'all. We gonna see. Like I said, I'm optimistic. I'm trying to be optimistic, upbeat about it. But we were let down so much different companies. It's like and it's never a good. It's never. They always say it's never a good thing to start fresh with a negative mind. Is that what they? Is that what they say? They say that.
I think that's
Never,
the saying. I think that's the
yeah,
saying.
because you get your negative mind can make it bad in the first place. You feel me? But orientation class is small. And intimate. You can ask what you want to ask. Um, so it's interesting. It's interesting thing. I have to say, but we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep our eyes open. That's all I want to say. We're gonna do what we need to do. We're gonna show up for work every single day. We're gonna put our best foot forward. We're gonna be respectful and all that. And we're gonna do what we need to do. But like I said, I've been burned so much by these companies and let down so much. It's really pitiful. You know. Period.
Hmm.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, fam. I almost did quit trucking. I almost did. Came close to that line. I almost had to help this thing all around and left things alone. I almost did. Shit, 'cause they can get like that. Let's just stay out here for two
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah, but you got to stay in the fight. You've been hanging strong here 7 years going on 8. Man, I'm right there with you, Shay. We've been hanging strong. We just survived the pandemic. We still out here in it. We still out here in it. It may be rough, but we ain't thrown in the towel yet. So just try to stick with it. Like I said, I just pray this company is all what you want out of it, and you just keep your head up and stay positive. Shay, the most you can. You know what I mean? The best you can out
Yeah. Don't be afraid to try something different. Let that be something that you do. Don't be afraid to try something different. Don't be afraid to go back and get something started that you previously worked on. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask questions. Let that be all part of your mindset here, hopefully.
here.
Because don't nothing change.
Exactly, in 2024, let's do something new. Yep. Like Dirty Brooke said, if you're doing the same thing that you were doing and you don't see no change in it, then you got to switch it up. So definitely don't be afraid to not try nothing new, y'all. You know what I mean? And sometimes we got to step out there on faith and see what happens out here. We get comfortable, we get complacent, we get content to where we at, and afraid to make that move sometimes. So don't let nothing discourage y'all out here, y'all, and fear factor sit in, man. Just sometimes take that leap of faith and see out. You'll never know till you try, like my grandma used to
Yeah.
say. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But sucker will do that to you. It'll make you have a negative mindset. Make you have an unpleasant ass attitude. It'll make you say negative shit to people. It'll make you have a negative attitude on your job, talking to shipping people, talking to when you go out to loves and things like that. And having a negative mind, you can't grow. And that's period. I understand that fully now. I mean, I haven't always had a negative mind. Y'all have watched me. I've always kind of been like upbeat and optimistic, and that's why I lease and all that kind of stuff. And man, I tell you, but you can though, and yet they'll trickle into your relationships and all that. But trucking to do it. If you're not in a decent space, trucking will do it. Your job and your placement of career will change your whole mindset and prospect of life in a lot of ways. And if people say no, it's totally separate, yeah, it is, especially in our industry. Cause our industry ain't made for the weak. To begin with, our industry made for only for the strong. You feel me? People say, "Oh, I'm a trucker at heart. I'm a trucker at heart," but don't understand the real meaning of that title. You know, don't understand the real responsibility and the bloodshed and tears that come with that title for real. Don't understand it. It's something different. It's not an easy career, but at the same time, you can't never love it. But what KB he'll tell you, he been out here when he was leasing his truck, going 2 months without a check. Tell him where they do that at. Shit, tell him KB, KB, KB. Hello, I think I lost him. I know he's driving. KB. I think I lost them, y'all. But y'all get it. Y'all get it. It's not easy. But I'm gonna get up off here. I'm trying to take me a little bit of a
Hello.
nap. Yeah, I was just asking for you.
No, I know I muted myself because I didn't want y'all to hear all that at the fuel line. These people out here arguing, blowing horn, and fighting and shit.
I said, go on and tell them how much a sacrifice it was when you were leasing. You was out here for 2 months without a check.
Yeah, it was rough, y'all. I mean, I literally went out here living off $40 a day, and like I said, zero paycheck for months, 8 weeks at a time. That's 2 months, going on three some almost. Like it was a struggle, y'all, but I did it. I didn't come on here hooping and hollering and crying and giving y'all the side story. No offense, no shot, but I'm just saying I held my own and just tried to thug it out. You know what I mean? But leasing, it just trucking in general, the business side of it, and when, like I said, when the market went down and a lot of stuff went up, I mean, we didn't see a fluctuation to change. A lot of us wasn't ready for it, and I admit my downfall, shape that I myself wasn't all the way ready for that side of the truck. You know what I mean? A lot of some of y'all seen that been trucking back since '08, like the Calvin Leaks and the Dirty Brokes and everything. But yeah, shape. It was definitely rough, but we made it though. You know what I mean? I had to make a decision to let it go because at the end of the day, it was a learning lesson. And you know what I mean? I don't look at it as no failure, y'all. It was a very learning lesson. It was needed. I must say that because I learned a lot about the trucking side, and I know what to do going forward. If that door crosses KB's path again and it opens up again for me to have the opportunity to do the on our thing, so I can say I really have learned. I'm still continue to learn from some of y'all out here and just growing on my own and researching. So, but yeah, Shay, yep. Just be careful. Like I said, you get in these companies and have skin in the game. I'll say, Shay, if you still hear me, have some
Yeah.
skin in the game, y'all. Don't go in here butt naked, meaning out here just zero down leasing, talking about they're gonna front you this and letting the company, Mr. Charlie, help you out. No, don't do that, driver. Just have you some money saved up and have your affairs in order. Have your overhead at home taken care of and your affairs in order for you even think about this leasing side of trucking, man. That's
Let
all
me
I'm gonna say,
ask you
Shay.
this.
Go
Let me
ahead.
ask you, when you think about when you was leasing, do you feel like you lost all that time out and then gained nothing? Is that how you feel when you think about it now?
No, I look at the I don't look at the money loss and all of that. I look at the experience I gained, the knowledge I gained from it, shape, the trials and tribulations to know when it gets rough out here that I can handle it, shape that what trucking can really bring you. Like KB went through it a lot, y'all. I ain't toot my horn and saying I done went through more than others, but I went through it, y'all. So I know what this trucking can throw at you. So yeah, shape. I don't look at it as well. I look at it was a growth. It was definitely learning. It was definitely knowledgeable. And yeah, that's how I look at it, shape. Like I really gained a lot from that experience. I really did. You know what I mean? Them rough times, knowing that what these trucks can do maintenance wise, that you need to stay up on your maintenance. You need to have that reserve. You need to have that fund. That maintenance fund got to be up, y'all. It ain't when it's going. It ain't if it's gonna break. It's when. You got to be ready for that major repair. Like I was told, Shay, by an old school operator, if one major repair puts you out of business, you're gonna supposed to be out in business in the first place. We gotta start being our own self-sustained out here. You know what I mean? Don't always look for the company to help. If we're gonna do that route, we got to be prepared for it financially, shape. But yeah, that's it. I don't feel like I wasted time though. Nope. Because if I never would have leased shape, I never would have known this side of trucking, honey. I would have been a company driver my whole career. You know what I mean? I probably would have never jumped on this side of trucking shape. So that's why I took a leap of faith back in 19 and decided to lease. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let me ask you this, and I'm gonna let you go. We push on the hour. Do
Okay.
you do you still encourage people to get their CDL right now
Yeah,
after everything,
yeah.
e-
I'm gonna tell
every
you why
all the
because yeah.
all the stress, all the stress and frustration you've been through, time and money loss you've been through dealing with family? Because you know me, and you talk. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Still encourage people to get their CDL. Do you still think it's
Yes,
worth it?
yes, I do, Shape. I'm gonna tell you why. My reasoning, real quick, because I know you about to get off here, love. Because a CDLA is the only job in America where you guarantee. I'm not gonna say guaranteed, but you have a career and you have a field where you can always succeed and you can see. You know what I mean? Six-figure salary with minimum education. I tell these folks, get your CDLA. You always keep your option open. You ain't got to just drive semi truck. CDLA can be dump truck. It can be construction stuff shape. It's a lot of avenues with this CDL. So yes, I still encourage folks, go ahead and get it. And whether you jump out here in the semi truck and trailer or not, at least go ahead and try. Yeah, I encourage people all the time, get that CDLA. And you know what I mean. If you ain't doing no college oriented or some real field out there in America, you just working a straight 9 to 5, and you know what I mean. You tired of the life and you can withstand the road life. Go on, get your CDL and get out here. Yep.
Mr. Left Door Closed. Can you hear us, sir?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on, sir? You got a few cents you want to give us?
No, I just got a question. If you wasn't in the trucking, what would you do? Like right
Uh,
now, if
right
you leave trucking right now, what kind of job would you go get?
now. Real estate.
Okay,
Real estate.
Me, left door crows. Hey, welcome, brother. Salute. I would. I have a mechanic background, so I would go back to mechanics, and if that didn't pop, back in the warehouse, sir.
That's a
okay.
unique question.
So,
What
so
unique?
I asked that because I just jumped out of trucking for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm a master. I'm a ASC master tech. I was making
Congratulations, brother.
$30 an hour. I've been this tech for years. I went to school,
Mm-hmm.
got a degree, all of this. I'm bringing home $600 every week, $1,200 every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But driving a truck, I can bring that home every week.
Mm-hmm.
And the average person that drives a truck don't have a background like that. The average person, not everybody, but the
Mm-hmm.
average truck driver has no education, and the best they're going to get is an Amazon warehouse job or something like that, paying 19, $20 an hour. You see what I'm saying? So trucking is it's like what you make it, and it's a perspective. And once you
Mm.
in trucking, you can't see nothing outside of trucking. Like you don't know,
Yeah.
we only compare everything to trucking money. This
Yeah.
company to that company to this company, or you can get more over here if you did this, you get more. Go home. And if you don't got no degree or nothing like that, guess what? You ain't gonna make trucking money unless you a lawyer, a doctor, or something. Even in real estate, guess what? You gotta. It's almost like selling cars. You got a draw that you have to produce before you start making money. So if you're not selling houses, even if you sell one house, there's a big portion that goes to whatever the draw is, and then after that you make money. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like selling cars or anything like that. So there will be times where you don't make no money for months. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just saying it in general, because a lot of people out here, we look at the average truck driver, man. The average truck driver, I mean, they don't have no
Right.
education. They don't
Right.
have no background. That's why they got into trucking. This is all they
Mm-hmm.
can do.
Mm-hmm. But you gotta
But
look at
even though, go ahead.
Mr. Left Door Closed. We gotta look at it like this. With the way things been going the last 2 years, how can you stay encouraged? Especially if you got
Go home and do what I did for 2 years. Struggle. You understand what I'm saying? Go home and be like, oh, I'm gonna get a job making $30 an hour, $33 an hour. Then after taxes, health insurance, and all that stuff come out, you be like, damn, all I brought home was $600, $700,
Shape,
and I just
shape.
worked 40
He
something
right. And
hours.
left
yeah.
door. I remember you. I don't know if you remember me off the
Yeah,
stoop,
from the
man, but
stoop.
I remember you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
left door. He's absolutely right. I wonder what happened to you, man. And that's a heck of a testimony. I'm glad you popped up and shared that, brother. Because think
So
about it.
people, that's what I'm saying. People go and we drive trucks, and that's what we do. And we've been doing it for years, right?
Yeah.
But when you driving trucks, you don't look at the money that you would be making if you was at home. I'd have had a local job, and I'm gonna tell you that you're gonna burn up your whole 14, and then when the end of the week you're gonna be like $600, $800. Like, what the hell is this? And you're gonna work your whole 70 that week. Most jobs, not all, but most.
Uh-huh.
When I first went home right before the pandemic, I had a sweet little gig where I'd only deliver two loads. Oversized. It was a overweight, so 110,000, 120,000
You
on
had
a
you had
triaxle.
right? You had your own truck, right,
No,
Laverne?
no, 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 no. I was driving for a company. I was a company driver at that time. I used to drive for Prime, and I was a lease operator and a trainer.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? And then I
Hey.
went home. Then I went home, and I was a company driver for this company. I was making 1,500 a week, doing 2 loads a day, Monday through Friday, and it only took me 9 hours to go pick a load up, come back up 2 hours, drop that load, go back down 2 hours, and come back up 2 hours. And I worked at night, so every day I go in at 10, and I be done by 7, 8 at the
Okay.
latest. I'll be at my house,
Okay.
and that was 1,500 a week. That was a sweet ass gig. Like that
Mhm.
was gravy money for the work. I wasn't really doing nothing. You know what I mean? Throwing some half-inch chains, so I only needed like two or three. They was already on the deck. It was in the Conestoga. You pull in, they set it down. Chain up, throw a couple straps, bang out of there. Go up
Yeah.
there, they take them right off. It was just real quick. It was never no whole lot of sitting and waiting in line and all of this that we do at times. And then the pandemic hit, and they gonna say, well, that's dead for now, cause still ain't moving, right? That's not essential. And then, well, we do have essential work. You could go work in the warehouse, but we can't pay you the same. And I'm like, well, what can you pay me? 13.50. Man, kiss my. Yeah, I quit. I'm not making no 13.50 an hour working in nobody's warehouse nowhere. First off, I got a degree. Secondly, I got too many damn skills. Like I can go work in any dealership in the country, any Ford dealership, because I specialized in Ford. So I was a Ford master tech also. So
Mhm.
I can go work in any dealership, any of that. But
Mhm.
everybody don't have that option. And I
Mhm.
understand that. But most people don't have the perspective that I'm gonna get out of trucking and then do what? Get back in trucking because you're gonna be like, damn, this ain't no money. At least
Mhm.
I could go to be in the truck and I can know I could bring home 1,200 a week instead of every 2 weeks.
Can I, can I ask? Don't you think that's a little bit too discouraging to people though?
Why? No, what would be discouraging part about it is don't go home. No, the discouraging part about it is don't go home if you ain't got nothing to rely on. You don't have a background. You don't have because the average job is paying what, $20 an hour, $22 an hour. Do that times 80 out and 40 hours. What's that?
After taxes
Not
and
even that's $800 a week. twenty
yeah,
dollars an hour at 40 hours is $800 a week. Then take taxes out. If you get
the,
their
the
health
one.
insurance, then take that out. You're gonna be making $400 or $500 a week in your pocket
But
afterwards.
let me not to take away nothing you saying, but it sounds like that you're saying trucking is the only place to be.
No,
But
what I'm saying is if you don't have nothing, it is a great place to be, is what I'm saying. You don't have no education and background, this is the place to be.
mm,
Like my son don't have a degree, but he working on something different right now. But if I could get him to come drive trucks, this would be the place. Because for him to make $1,000 a week would be more money than he ever seen in his life at this point in his life. Not to
okay,
say that would be later.
okay,
You see what I'm saying? But $1,000 a week would actually change his life, his whole
wow,
trajectory of life.
mm,
But people don't think that when we in trucking, we be like, all we talk about is getting out the damn truck. You know
mm,
what I mean?
mm-hmm,
But we don't talk about getting out the truck with a specific plan and a specific goal. We just
yeah,
get out the damn truck and then we
thank
go home and then we be like, yeah, this ain't
yeah,
all it's cracked up to be. I'm struggling.
that makes sense there. That's a lot of respect right there. What that man has got this saying. I hope y'all play that back when y'all watch people have.
And I think that that's just what people don't have. Like I came back to trucking in this company that I'm at.
Yeah.
I went back to leasing the truck because I want to buy a truck, right? So I'm like, I'll just lease for a minute. I ain't putting no money back for taxes. I'm gonna take every dollar, pay my bills at home, get caught up on the stuff I couldn't get caught up on, and then buy a truck, for like 20 grand, or at least put 20 grand down on a 40 or $50,000 truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I'm telling you, this company I run so hard that I'm outrunning myself. Like I'm losing right now. You understand what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
can't put no money back. It's just like leasing is only bad because when you're not in the right position, they always going to control what you make. They will always control the amount of money you are allowed to make from them
Mm-hmm.
when you lease a truck from them. But if you lease on to somebody, that may be a little different story, right? Because you're going to bring home more because it's your truck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing bad with leasing. It's just the whole fact of sometimes you got to move around. When I was at Prime, I hated it. Like I would talk so much stuff like they taking a cut of a cut of a cut, which is true. They doing this, they doing that. But I'm gonna tell you, when I was training somebody, I was bringing home 7 grand a week.
Hmm.
Where they gonna do that at? Like they whole organization is organized and to the T. They spoil the drivers. Ain't no terminal in the country, no company got terminals like theirs. Where you gonna get a hot, you can eat every anytime you there. Yeah, come out your settlement, but you just swipe your badge. Yeah, steak every time, whatever you wanted. Luxury. Who wants to hang out at the terminal? But when you are there, you out of time or whatever, getting the truck worked on. That's a great amenity for a driver. The
Hmm.
organization was very good. It was my perspective that was wrong. I should have stayed there.
Oh,
I should
really?
have never left.
Oh,
But
wow.
listening to other people, right? Watching YouTube, that's why I don't do it that much.
Oh,
Looking
Lord.
at other people, oh, they getting this kind of money over there, or they getting that kind of over there. Like, I could do better. I could do this.
People, well,
That's
people
what
can
happened to
people
most of
can
us. We
be
compare ourselves to others.
yourself. People can be very convincing on here, and there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong
but
with wanting more for yourself.
yeah, it is not. But
I,
it's all about perspective too. God dang that phone, boy. Let me turn that off. It's all about perspective, right? When you
yeah.
stay focused on you and your goal, right? That's what they mean by stop watching other people's pockets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't watch the pockets of the person. Like these people, they ain't gonna do me right. They gonna make sure they eat and they get their truck and they bills paid, and then they don't care about what I get, right? In a sense. But you gonna lose a damn good driver, right? And okay, whatever. I'm replaceable. I get it. But I'm really not because
Mm-hmm.
you could put a body in the seat, but you can't put the type of driver that I am in the seat. That
Mm-hmm.
not everybody is going to be that. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's all perspective. What happens is we watch these videos and we watch different things, and it's real that everything you listen to, everything you watch, everything you open into your ear gates and your eye gates will influence you in some kind of way. So
Respect.
therefore, you should always read books that influence you in a certain way. Then you
Mm-hmm.
should always only watch certain things that influence you in a certain way. And you should
Right.
only listen to things that influence you in a certain way. Now, if I want to be on some rah-rah stuff, I'm gonna listen to nothing but gangster music and all that, like I used to when I was younger, and I'm gonna do rah-rah stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want to listen to something that's gonna lift me up and I'm gonna listen to motivational stuff, I'm gonna listen to books, I'm gonna listen to everything but the things that bring me harm to me. And most people are too busy caught up. That's why social media is so big, right? I don't even watch this stuff a lot. Like I catch it here and there. I no lie. Most of the time I ride in silence. I meditate, I pray, and I just roll. I be thinking about turning on music and I never do. And before I know it, 8 hours done passed. And I'm like, damn, I gotta take a break. 7.5 hours. I'm just been driving.
That's a
You
good
know what I
habit.
mean?
That's a good
Yeah,
habit.
but and so when I catch y'all stuff, like I don't ever catch your lives as hard. I just happen to be, stopped. And I just happen to like get on my phone and see. But usually I catch it afterwards because either I'm sleeping or I'm driving. And then when I'm driving, I don't be paying attention to none of that. You know what I mean? I just be moving. But I used to. I used to watch the videos, listen to this and listen to that, and it would influence me and make me think like, maybe that might work for me. Hmm, let me try this. Let me go over there. And ever since I left there, it ain't been
Left
right.
up. Everybody have their own formula for success. I learned that the hard way. Jumping in these
Yeah,
damn
but
seats. I
but you
was
got to
following
understand
somebody
what
else.
success is. What is success? Tell me.
Being comfortable with yourself. Being
Success is whatever you believe it is. And that's it. No one in this world can define success for you. But we always allow others to define success for us. This is what success is. You want to have this kind of house, this kind of car, this kind of bank account, these kind of investments, this kind of that. Success could mean I made it 18 through 18 and I'm living today. But when I was the life I lived, I was headed for death or prison. I'm actually successful in my own right. Success would be I overcome something. But it's personal, but we make it seem like it's a broad thing, like this is a specific thing that we need to achieve. And the only thing we ever really need to achieve in life is self-awareness, self-love, self-awareness, know thyself, like know yourself.
come on with
Because
it, bro.
when
That's
I'm
how
just
I feel
saying, but
about my
that
last year.
that's
Come on
that's
with
it.
it, bro. That's
Everybody looking at everybody else and want to be like everybody else. Everybody want to go viral, want to go this, want to go that. Like that's this age, and I get it. And it does happen, but it changes you. It's like when I used to drink many years ago, right? I never knew it. We always had liquor stores in Detroit. It's called liquor store, right? The liquor
You
store, the
from the
liquor
D?
store.
You from
I
this
was born
town?
there. I was raised in Detroit and I live in Ohio. So I'm really from Ohio, if you want to say, because I've been there more than I've been in Detroit in my life. Because I'm an older man now. But
Mm-hmm.
when I was driving truck, when I first started driving trucks back in like '04, '03, right? When I very first got my CDL, and I went to Pennsylvania and I'm looking for the liquor store. And then somebody said, "Oh, it's right here." And it said wine and spirits. And I'm like, what the hell? So if you really think about it, every time you drink, there is a spirit attached to it because it changes your spirit. That's why they call it spirits. And I never knew that. I've never seen that growing up. I never heard of that, and I always seen liquor store. But in Pennsylvania, they call it spirits, and now I come to see that in many states they call it spirits, and they call it spirits, and I believe it's because it changes your spirit. See, I was a correction officer too when I went home for these 2 years. I went back to being a correction officer, and
Yeah.
dudes drunk off of hoots, like a dude that I talk to on a regular basis, get a hold of some hoots, and it change him.
Mm-hmm.
When it changed him, his spirit, he changing a demon, like something you've never like. This ain't you, bro. Like, what is this? And it's
Yeah.
wow. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I say that to say, we let things change us. We let things change our spirit. When we watch stuff, it changes you to not be you. We compare ourselves to others. We compare you. We just do it. We're human. It's like a part of us. Like we just do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what you allow in, right? You know what I mean? That's it. Like I don't allow all that stuff in no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
You right. You dead on. We talking about disappointments, me and trucking anxiety. Is that you dead on, bro? I'm glad you came on. I really
well,
appreciate.
no, I'm glad I caught you. You know what I mean? Sometimes y'all be saying stuff like, "Oh, girl," I caught the replay of that. I wish I'm mad because I wish it was me. Exit. I don't care about going to jail in no state, especially if I don't do commit no. I'm not doing nothing wrong, right? So
Mm,
if I pick up a bad trailer and they arrest me, thank you. I'm not gonna say nothing.
mm,
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get there and I'm suing and I'm gonna get paid. Period.
yeah,
Point blank. I'm gonna get paid for everything I could have made working for you in 20
yeah,
years or whatever.
yeah,
Because you did whatever you did, and that's not my fault. That's it. And that's just what it is. I mean, it's unfortunate, but people so afraid to go to jail. When I was gonna be a sheriff, I passed
mm,
the written test, I passed the physical test. All I had to do was fill out the paperwork. I would have actually been a sheriff right now,
mm,
a real cop. That ain't for me. I just wanted to know if I could do it.
mm,
You know what I mean? If I could pass those things, right? And I would have been a cop.
mm,
But that's not for me. But I learn a lot. Like I don't talk to police. I will speak to them, and I don't have nothing against them. I used to,
mm,
but when you get pulled over, I don't talk. I shut the hell up. I don't answer any questions. I don't say nothing. I just hand them the documents stay over my visor. I teach my children that. You
mm,
keep your license, registration, and your insurance right here over the visor so you don't have to reach nowhere. They pull
mm,
up your car, you just hand it to them. You don't even talk. They want you to get out, just step the hell. Don't talk at all. Just
mm.
ignore them like you don't hear them. And if they really got a problem, just tell them you
I
invoke your
say
right.
in certain
Huh?
situations that I've seen online, you do have to talk. You know
You'll
what I'm
never have to talk. You have the right to remain silent. That is at all times. That is your Fifth Amendment right. That is a right given to you by God, by this country.
saying? Yeah,
You
but
don't ever have to talk. When you
I'm
talk,
out to disagree a little bit right there, bro.
you
It's
could
certain things I've
disagree.
seen.
Like
I
what? Tell me when you would have to
in
talk. Let me know.
situations where they broke into people's houses. I mean, just broke in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Had and
And
mistake things or had guns drawn and shooting, and you didn't open your mouth and say nothing. They would just shot you.
yeah,
I've seen all kind of stuff. They don't.
I mean, I
You know,
have
you
too.
they don't do mental checks on these
We
cops.
but
Good,
we talking
you know
about
what
we talking about one-off type situations. Let's talk about
Yeah,
the typical situation. You get pulled over, and then
yeah,
what y'all
yeah.
pull me over for?
That
What's
situation
this?
fine.
What y'all
That
doing? Why y'all
that
messing with
that, that
me?
question fine. That question's fine. But I'm just saying, like, I'm kind of glad that you are hitting on about what we watch and how we believe other people and how trucking can really be a good saving for a lot of people. I said it before, and I say it again right now. I feel like right now the trucking industry is absolutely not doing the best for its felons, because I feel like felons definitely need the trucking industry. It's one of the very few places that they can go and be successful and be comfortable with standing on their own 2 feet, not have to worry and depend on nobody. It's an area where they can grow. I love watching
But
Brewster.
I've
Brewster
watched
was
them
in
do it
prison
though.
for like 13 years, and he has like 20 some trucks now. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So
but he had a mindset that was what got him there, right? Because do you know
yeah,
that you can get your CDL in prison in some prisons? Because
yeah.
I,
Some
I I know some guys that got theirs in the
they
prison I worked at.
started that a couple years back. That ain't been happening a whole while though.
No, it just depends on the state. Every state is different. Every state has different rules and different, ways they do things.
Mm-hmm.
Some people still get degrees in prison and some people don't. It depends on what state you in. But do you know that when you come out of prison, like you could do anything you want to do? If you want to drive a truck, you can pay somebody to get a CDL. Because when you pay, money is the one thing they want. You go to one of these CDL schools and you pay $4 or $5,000 cash, they don't give a damn what you did. It's when you're trying to go to a company and work for someone is where that becomes to be a problem. But once you
Mm-hmm.
have that CDL, all you got to do is stack some money and buy a truck.
Mm-hmm.
Once you know how to drive it, then you can, you know what I mean? It's too many ways to do that. It's not impossible.
Yeah, of course it is. But I just feel like
It's just
with the state,
impossible to go work for somebody. It ain't even
but I'm
impossible. Some
saying
people do.
with the state where it is right now, with all these no good brokers that's been shut down, and all these companies been shut down, and they stay pushing this self autonomous truck shit instead of focusing on and all these other companies still like UPS still on the verge of shutting down, like KBN I was saying earlier.
Right?
You know, right now I don't encourage people to get their CDL. I don't stop people, but I used to encourage people all the time to go get your CDL. But the way things are right now, I don't want to encourage people to come into a dead zone. You know what I'm
But
saying? That's
what
like
makes you think is why do you feel it's dead?
because it's like at every single company, everybody's cutting back.
We
They
talk,
can't.
but that's what you're saying is companies, right? So
Yeah.
when they say that there's a driver shortage, why has no one ever thought about the only reason they feel like it's a shortage because there ain't that many company drivers? How many independent people that have their own authority that are truck drivers? They are not included in that estimate. It's only company drivers. So you think of how many entities they are. You have an authority, you are a carrier, but you are a truck driver. If you are one truck authority, you are the one that operates the truck, but you are an authority. You are not a company driver.
Mm-mm.
So when there's a driver shortage, there's a shortage in company drivers. They just don't say that. And if that's the shortage, that's the only shortage, and that's because people ain't coming to work for people like they used to. They getting out here and they leasing a truck, therefore you don't work for them, even though you're tied to them. But
Mm-hmm.
you are your own entity in a sense. But then on that, and they're coming out buying trucks instead of doing that. There's been people even on YouTube that we've seen. You know what I mean? They come out just buy a truck, get their CDL, buy a truck, and then just learn that way.
Mm-hmm.
You got hot shot over a certain length of trailer, making it 20. I forget. I think it's over 26 feet or something like that. Now you have to have a class A.
Mm-hmm.
But you see what I'm saying? Once they got that, they ain't pulling no big truck, but they still got a CDL. They would be a commercial driver. You see what I'm saying? But they not a company driver. So those numbers are skewed to make you think something. That's why all these things, that's why I don't watch news either. I don't watch TV because of that. I watch shows and stuff like that sometimes, but I'm telling you, I don't watch news or none of that because I don't care. And that's just because of my belief, right? What I believe in is that's what's gonna take care of me. All this other stuff is minuscule. Like this is all material. This all will pass away.
And we
This stuff
need
will
more
be
like you.
gone.
We need more Marlonda. I need to get more minded like you, brother.
You
For
can.
real.
You can get more. It's all about changing your mind. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't do it perfect. I'm not perfect. I mess up every day. Why I choose to do this? I've been away from my family. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, this money ain't this ain't no lease money. This ain't even company driver money at times. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. It's time to do something different. So what I want to do, I never pulled a tank, but I done pulled everything else. I just never pulled a tank. I'm like, do I want to go do that? I'm thinking about it, but then I'm trying to find a good company and I'm reading reviews and I'm like, bro, I don't really want to be nobody's company driver, but
Mm-hmm.
if I could be home more often and make a certain number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd be all right. But if I'm only making 12 or 1300, man, I ain't gonna lie, I could just, figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Go home and work for myself. You know what I mean? Because when I really put it in perspective,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm running my other business, my mobile repair business, it gets so slow at times that I get discouraged, right? So I understand being discouraged in something, right? And then I go get a job because I ain't making enough money. But then when I start working that job, I'm like, man, I'm punching these people's clock, listening to what they tell me to do. They don't know what the hell they talking about. Like, they don't do what I do, and they got these rules and all of it. And I'm like, why do I don't want to follow their rules. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't make sense for me. And then I don't want to punch their clock because then I'm just a worker. And there's nothing wrong with being a worker. But my mindset is I'm not created for that. You know what I mean? I'm created to lead. And not everyone is created to lead. We need people to work at Walmart. We need people to work at gas stations. We need that
So
in
so
order
what
for things
so
to
what's
go.
the solution then? You can't fuss. What's the solution? You gotta do what you
So
gotta do to keep
my
food on.
solution is this. I'm gonna tell you this. For me, the real reason is I don't fully know myself, but I'm learning myself. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm so indecisive on what I'm supposed to do, what my purpose is, right? Because once you know yourself, right, you can have a better understanding of what your true purpose is, only if that's what you desire to know. If you don't desire to know these things, you'll keep going around and thinking that having a Benz and the S550, the AMG with the rims and this and that and the big house, that that's the life. But when you die, where that shit go? Nowhere. Your soul is empty. You know what I mean? You have nothing. All of this stuff means nothing. And the more I talk right now, I probably needed this because I ain't gonna lie, I've been in a depression because the truck does do that to you, right?
It
But
does.
also
So,
it can really do that to you. This is a mental thing, right? I've been in a prison, right? I worked in a prison, and I'm gonna tell you, a prison cell is bigger than this.
mm.
The isolation, the in the hole. That
No,
cell is bigger than this. You know
oh,
what I'm saying?
for real.
Oh,
80 you
only
watch.
yeah, and so that depression is making me like reevaluate like what am I really doing? What is the problem? The problem is that I truly don't know me to the fullest extent that I need to know me, and I keep searching for other ways, thinking that if I can do this, then maybe it'll produce this, and then I can do this, right? And that's how most of us think. If I can come back to trucking, I can make this type of money, and in this type of time, I could do this, and then that'll make me feel better. No, nothing will ever make me feel better until I figure out what's going on and who I am. It's an inside job, and it always will be because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And that's just a fact. Whether people believe in anything or not, we are. We don't, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. It doesn't matter what you believe in or not believe in, it just is what it is. Like, all of this other shit ain't gonna matter. All of this, what kind of truck you drive, how many trucks you got, what your bank account look like, how big your house is, that don't matter.
Mm.
How is your soul? How is your spirit? How do you feel?
But all that can get
Because you
lost
can
out
have all of that. Yeah, you can have all of that and be empty.
there. You can get caught up on just being truck, or I'm trying to have something, I'm chasing the bag, the women.
Whatever it is. You know what I mean? And I'm only saying that to say that I'm not better than anyone. I'm just like everyone. But everybody won't admit that they the same. Like we all battle with a lot of the same things, right? We all battle with comparing ourselves to others in some
Ooh,
way, even though we don't think it.
that,
We
that
just do.
we do that a lot in truck and compare ourselves. We go
Yeah,
back.
but we do that a lot in life.
I've
Like,
seen beef on here comparing each other. Y'all
yeah,
know, y'all have seen it on here.
who got this and who got that? Who's better
Mhm.
at this? Who's better
Yeah,
at that? Who pulling this? Or I'm pulling
that's
oversized, or I'm doing
y'all
this and you doing that. Like what?
seen
That
beef, sonny. Y'all have seen the beef. Y'all know what Mr. Left talking about.
that stuff don't matter in the end. It's about what do you want to do about you. And if you ain't worried about you, right? Because for many years, the only reason I think like this, for many years of my life, I never thought like this. I thought the other way, right? getting to the bag, making more money, having a big house, having this and having that, and having, you know what? Now that I come to realize, man, when so many people close to me have passed and they're gone right now, just over these last few years, I look at it and I'm like, if I die today, what do I leave? Yeah, I got life insurance. But what do I leave for real? What have I done?
You want to leave a legacy?
What is up with me? Like, do I gotta leave here empty and feel
I
full?
done
Let
every,
me say that.
have I done everything that I wanted to do? Have I done everything for
Right.
my
That's what I
family?
mean by full. Like, I'm full of stuff that I should be
Okay, baby.
emptied of.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, left door, man. Man, you hitting it right on the nose, brother. Man, you could be full of life and full of money, but you empty in soul, man. A lot of us out here are like that, man. They searching for everything in this world to satisfy them. Please, I'm gonna make the most money. I'm gonna get the richest car. I'm gonna get the biggest house, and you still die empty. You know why? Because you never found what you're looking for.
Well,
That true
let's flip
divine
that.
peace in that soul. You know what I mean? Go
Right, but
ahead.
I believe that you die full, right? Because we should die empty, but empty of we've given all that we could give to better, whatever, whether it's our children, our families, or something, people, strangers, right? Because I struggle with
Mhm.
that, especially with all the foreign drivers. I struggle with that.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
we
Like I
all we
struggle
all
with it
do,
every
whether we
day.
admit it or not. Yep. Go ahead.
Like get out the fuel out, man. Why is you was in there for
Hey,
20
left
minutes,
door.
then you
I
came back
just
out,
did that before
pumped
you
your
came up,
fuel,
bro.
then you pulled up and went back in there? No, bro. You gonna have to
Mm,
move this truck right now for we have a problem out here. We gonna make something
Hey,
shake.
bro, I just went through it, but I killed it with kind of shaped the herb a little bit, but I
No,
muted.
listen,
But
man,
I
I
just
gotta
did. I
watch
just went through
myself
that.
because I
Yeah,
keep
I
doing
just
that.
went through that. Yep.
And one
But I
day
was
somebody
patient
gonna
though.
pull out
I
and give
give
me
them
everything
time.
I'm asking for, right?
Yep, I know.
They go pull up and give it to me like, and I'll be
Hey,
like, damn, I should have
left
shut my
door. Did you
mouth.
see that guy that ran down the road and shot at that driver the other day? Is on.
No.
They posted it on
I've
IG and
heard about
everything.
it. People say
Yeah,
something, but I told her I don't watch a lot of social media stuff.
I
I
know,
watch
but
certain
that one
things.
caught my eye. Yeah, it's on everything. But he pulled his pistol out and shot over Roseray in the truck. Shot at the
Yeah,
other man semi truck for cutting them off. Man, that
and,
shit's
and
real out here.
but we have no see when I started driving, which some older drivers could, the Calvin Leaks and these people, there was a different camaraderie. Like cell phones didn't exist like they had now. Like cell phones was just coming out back when I started driving, right? We used maps
Exactly.
and
Uh huh.
directions, right?
Yep,
And
Ram, and now y'all
it,
had an
yeah,
Atlas in there. Yep.
yeah, we had an atlas, right? You had an atlas and you had some directions, and you wrote down and planned your trip where you was gonna stop. You had one of them truck stop books to tell you where all the exits and truck stops was at, and you would plan where you was gonna stop. And back then, like I could be riding down the highway one way, and somebody's coming back the other way, and not to take no shade to anyone else, but if it was a brother, they would wave from across the highway to me. We used to pay attention to everything, but it's just the camaraderie that did exist at one time. And it was like a blacks against white type of thing back then, more than now. It's like, then women got involved and then foreigners got really heavily involved since the Ubers and all of them come around and shut down all of the stuff they normally do, like the taxiing and things like that. You know what I mean? And it's nothing wrong. Everybody deserves to eat, but I'm gonna tell you that there's a way, that saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Like we have a
Hmm.
way of doing things, and y'all need to be respectful and understand the way. But the problem is a lot of them can't even read the signs
No,
nor speak the language. So when they say truck get in the left lane, they stay in the right lane. You're going through the Pennsylvania tunnel, trucks in the right lane only. They come by you, that lane is too small. You about to clip my mirror, bro, and we about to have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
why are
that
you in the
and
left
that just
lane?
happened left door to one of our I'm gonna say he a YouTuber, but I don't put him out here. But he just went through something like that, crossed the line. He'd hit a pothole. Now he all messed up in the game, and that can happen to any of us. Like I said, you got these guys.
Yeah.
They can't even understand American language, but they can take their test in their language. That's what we need to stop. They come over here and take the test in their foreign language, but they out here can't even read American sign. Like that boy that killed them people in Colorado 4 years ago, coming down that
Yeah.
mountain on I-70 and killed them because he
mm,
didn't know what the damn runaway ramp was. You know what
But
I
it's,
there was
mean?
also
mm,
lack of experience, right? You get what
That
mm,
I'm
too.
saying? Lack.
Yep.
They
They
have
just
the
throwing them
money
out
to
there.
purchase the
Hmm.
truck and to purchase the
Hmm.
authority and the trailer, and they
mm.
can just start. Anybody can do that. Anybody, if you got the money, you can buy a truck or buy a trailer, and you can purchase the authority and the insurance and start a business right now. Never drove a truck before in your life. Paid to get your CDL. It's all money. You don't have no experience driving.
Exactly.
You don't know what to do when we get out here. You don't know how to go to the shipper, and you don't know how to back that truck up, and you know what I
Mm.
mean. But they learn. They do get better. I've seen them. Ain't as
Honey,
bad
I
as I once thought.
I seen an Indian man be at the pump at the love, struggling just to get fuel.
because they don't
Just
know what to
to
do.
get fuel, just to use his fuel card. Struggling, getting frustrated, scratching his head.
And they ask for help. And you
Ain't
know what?
got
I still help.
job.
Same here, same here. Because
Yeah.
it's not all on them, and we supposed to
No.
be cheerful givers and give a helping hand. But it's frustrating though. You see them up there holding up the line and hold because they can't understand. I don't know what this car said. Why am I saying I didn't get the point?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's saying out there. Like it's sad, man. Sad.
But it's what it is, man. It's a money grab. I'm gonna tell you that this is all I know is we work right to buy shit that we don't need, to impress people we don't know. You know
Mm.
what I mean? And
Yeah.
to
Speak, brother.
feel
Preach.
better
Yeah.
about some
Preach.
shit that we gotta fix internally. Cause I just bought a PS5, a PSP, and a damn Switch. I ain't played none of that shit since I bought it, and I just spent $2,000. Like that was a dumb ass decision. But guess what? I was trying to fix a feeling, and then I realized it immediately after, and I couldn't return it, right? Because I done played the stuff a little. I started it up and all this, and let my grandson mess with it, and then I was like, you know what? I really need to fix me. I need to continue to work on me because the more I get the words in me, the more I get the learning in me, the more I get the understanding of who I am and why I am, the less I do those type of impulsive things,
Mm.
trying to fix an
Tell
empty
it, brother.
feeling.
Man.
Because we all been through some trauma in some way, form, or fashion, right? Whether it was a
Exactly.
mean father, I didn't have a father, right? But whether it was a
Same
dope
here,
dope
brother. We
dealer
talked
mother,
before. Yep.
or dope head mother, or whatever it was, we all struggle from something. Whether it was molestation, whether it was rape, whether it was incest, no matter what, we all have a story, and we all have some shit that we probably would never tell anyone. But do that those things that happen and those the way we grew up shape the way we are now.
Mm.
And
Amen,
that's
brother.
why we
And
move the way
continue
we
to shape
move.
us. Yeah, continue
It,
to make us
it,
better than we becoming. We ain't there yet. We still working in progress. Yep. Go ahead, brother.
but the problem is most of us don't work on it. We never even think that the problem could be internally in us. We never even see that that could be the issue that we need to start seeking inside ourselves, right? Whether you
True,
believe
because
in
we want to
God,
look at
whether you don't
everybody
believe
else.
in God,
Yeah. You want to blame the
it
world. You
doesn't
want to blame
matter. You
everybody around you
still
but yourself. Yeah. Go ahead.
that's it. But it's
You
never
want to
your
hold
fault.
yourself accountability. Yep. You want to take your
Yeah.
I call it a personal inventory and accountability. I look at myself every day in the mirror, man, and say, "Well, left door, how can Kevin be better today, man? Who can I help today? God,
Like,
use me." You know what I
uh,
mean? That's what I do. I work on myself every day, and I do no cap. And some days are better than others, like you said, left door. We still
Right.
not there yet. We working. Some days I backslide and I'll slip, and you'll catch me. I'd have went off the
Right.
deep end. I'd have spazzed out on the YouTube, or I'd have went off like you said at the fuel out, or went off at the shipper because I'm going through things internally, fighting my demons and stuff, and I lash it out on the world, and that's the
But
battle.
that's
Like
usually
you
what
said,
it
that's that
is.
spiritual battle. Yep,
That's what
yep.
usually it is, but we don't see it as that. We just see it as, we don't sometimes we just blind to that fact.
Because like you said, we earthly beings fighting the spiritual battle every day. We don't realize that we living in the human form. You know what I mean? We don't catch it, man. But the closer you grow, the
Yeah.
closer, the more you get in touch with your tune, you can start catching a little more and more each day. You know what I mean? And that's the
So
that's
if
the
you
plan.
if
That's
you
it.
think
Yeah.
about these all these terms we got these little sayings, right? Like in the hood, right? Scared money don't make money, right?
Mhm.
But if you
Mhm.
think about it, that's a spiritual principle,
Wow.
right? Because God has not given me the spirit of fear, but of power and of sound mind, right? Because
Amen.
Mm.
that's what that would mean, but it's said a
Mhm.
different way in the hood. Like nigga, scared money don't make money. So you can't be
Exactly.
scared because you ain't gonna get it. So you can't be scared to go buy a truck or lease a truck or do whatever you choose to do. You can't be scared to get out the truck. You have to do it and see and get your experience. And if it don't work, guess what? You can do it a different way. But if you don't learn from your mistakes, you will keep repeating the same mistake over and over, expecting a different result. And what they call that insanity, right?
Insanity. And that's what I was talking to Shape about before you jumped on it, left though. She was asking me what I went through and would I do it again and all of that. And what I mean, what I encourage people to get out of. Yes, I would. Because like I said, it's a learn. I don't look at nothing in life as failure. It's a learning lesson. If you don't learn for your downfalls and setbacks in life, how can you grow? How can you be better if you never fall? If you never had to get yourself back up. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? and we walk and we got to step out there on fear sometimes. Sometimes we get closeted in our shell and we man, the world tells us don't do it. Or like Shay was saying, some guy was telling her kind of being negative. Oh man, you ain't gonna see no different. You ain't gonna do this and that. If she would have really let that man get in her head, she would have not did what she doing now. Left door. She would have got into it. Man, I ain't gonna do. I'm gonna call the people, tell them I know. I'd have wasted their time, and she didn't. She
Yeah.
pursued on because we gotta
Yeah.
drown out that noise, that outside noise. Sometimes we gotta
Yeah.
we gotta filter that out. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Sometimes we just gotta not listen to other things and watch other
Hmm.
things.
Mm.
That
That's why.
too.
So
Hit him,
when I
left
watch
though.
some of your
That's
videos,
what.
Shape, I
That's
see
one of
how
my.
you watch all of this frivolous, mindless shit.
Yeah, it's one of my problems.
Yeah, you was talking about some sex show or something the other in the other day. That was one of your topics, right? Stop watching that shit, and then therefore it don't matter. That shit is not edifying your life. It's not helping you. It's not adding any value to you.
You know, I do
If
it. I
you
do content. It's not that I take.
no, you
I
no
always
content, but see, we looking for content for what reason, right? Well, for
for
what is the
entertainment.
purpose of that?
No, hold on, left though. I try
I'm
to make my.
asking.
I try to make my content educational and a little bit fun because I've been on here
Okay,
for. You know what
all
I'm saying?
right.
I always make every live. I always make it about trucking. I always make it
It,
something where people can actually watch. You
make it
understand?
about you. What's wrong with
I,
that? Because see, that's what we don't want. And see, I don't care. Like if people know me, if you know me for who I am, it's almost like I said this before. Even in the stoop or whatever, like the Eminem effect, right? Like I'm gonna give you the real me always, and just tell you whatever you want to know. It don't matter, because once I say it out my mouth, whatever you do with it is your business. But it don't matter to me. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But it will always be content. My life, I could come up with so much content. I really could and be very good at it. But why
mm,
would I do that? Because what would that, I tried to, I was going to make YouTube videos at one point, especially when I was at Prime. Everybody was doing it, right? Comparing myself to other people, right? So I was going to do it. And the shit I was going to talk about was just going to be about me, right? And it would have been very interesting. And it would have been people saying this and saying that and mad and talking shit. And then people like, congratulate. It would have been all of that. But guess what? That's not really what I need to do, because I need to just do what I'm doing, right? To help who I'm supposed to help. It ain't got to be on there. You know what I mean? But I'm saying you are full of content. It's just that we are afraid to let people know what's really going on. That's why we don't say that. That's why everybody on Instagram or somewhere else is in some damn vacation spot doing something sweet, enjoying this meal, doing this. You don't never see a whole lot of motherfuckers on there fucked up, because that's what's really happening behind closed doors, right? Because they buying shit they can't afford with money they don't fucking got, and they ain't paying their bills on time. They paying Robin Peter to pay fucking Paul, and
but
that's the average American in this country.
people not gonna ever do that. People not gonna ever do what you talking about. That's never gonna happen.
Some people do, but it's hardly very, very rare and hard to
But
find, especially in trucking,
as for
right?
me on my channel, I just feel like I've always shown something educational on my page. Actually, I always have.
What's educational about a girl putting a banana in her mouth? What's educational about that?
When did I put that on here?
Whatever, the girl with the two dudes or whatever. Maybe that wasn't just. Maybe that was somebody else's house bucket. I can't recall. I thought, yeah, no, I thought it was with you. One of them damn videos that you watched off of that show, that talk show and this and that, like whatever that podcast bullshit is, like they talking about frivolous bullshit.
Yeah.
What is that gonna do to fill me up? What is that gonna do to make me better? Nothing. It's gonna
Exactly.
actually waste. It's gonna be time out of your life that you can never get back. And the only thing in life that we can never get back is time.
It's time.
I
Everything
feel
else you can get back. You can lose houses, cars, money, all of that. You can always get that back, but you can never get time back.
that's why. I mean, I know I talk about other stuff just to be diverse, but I always bring in trucking. Always bring in trucking or a life situation in. So I just make my channel a little more diverse. That's all. It's not nothing to take
Right.
100%
I
off.
just look at it like this, left though. You got to have decipher and discernment of what like you said, what is going to
Yeah.
benefit me, what is going to
But
be
that's
useful
what
for me, and
You
what
ain't
I
what
don't
I'm
need to
doing.
take
See,
partake
you
in
might be
and waste
missing
time.
it.
y'all gotta
What
take
I'm
none of
trying
this
to
stuff
do
to
is help
heart.
her to understand with
No,
some of the
no,
shit she need to stop
I
doing.
got you.
Gotta let
I
none of
got you. I don't advise her to.
this
I
stuff.
don't say she don't need to watch as much Instagram and TikTok, but Shape's gonna do it because that helps her keep peace sometimes. You know what I mean? Like she
It
she
ain't
she
nothing. It
watches different things and stuff.
ain't
You know what I mean?
you
Left
are you
door.
control
Go
is
ahead. Go ahead.
what you let when you watch stuff. You control what you let it do to you.
No, you don't. I
Yeah,
promise you, you
you
don't.
do. Oh, you
That's what
very
I
much
mean. Do
let it
you
do to
control what you let that commercial do to you? No, you
Mm.
don't. The commercial will influence you that that burger look good when if you trying to fast or diet or whatever, and you trying to eat healthy, right? That shit start looking so good. You didn't you be like the commercial done went off and you don't even think about it. But next thing you know, you driving and you stop somewhere, be like, damn, they got good burgers over there. Like, damn, that what's that? The Quaker State? Like, man, let me go just get a burger. It ain't gonna hurt. But you don't even realize that it was the thought that was planted prior to by something you watched.
you. But
You won't never even correlate that.
it's all a choice. It's
It's
still
always
all a
a
choice.
choice.
It's
It's
all a
always a
choice.
choice. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, some of that stuff, what's the purpose of it? Just to have content?
Just
Then
for
then
conversation.
why? Okay, just
And for
but
conversation.
why is that that's the only type of conversation? I'm just
It ain't-
asking.
It's not all the conversation. You must not watch me. I'm always
No,
talking.
I do watch you, but I've never you know what like recently, because I ain't watched nothing in a long time, right? I only
Mm.
watch stuff that's gonna make me better, right? Like I subscribe to a certain thing when it comes to a real diagnostician when it comes to cars and trucks, right? Semis, like, I watch two different people, but they actually diagnose stuff and really know what they talking about. They ain't one just a YouTube person, like, you know what I mean? So those two people I watch a lot of because it helps me to keep fresh. You know what I mean? And learn some stuff that I didn't know. Like, damn, I didn't know I could do it like that. That's faster. You know what I mean? But that's one thing, you know, it just doesn't give no value to you. And a
It
lot of
just
things that you talk about are nothing that has to do with you. It always has to do with someone else or something else.
it does.
That's what I'm saying.
It's part of being a little bit of a YouTuber, though. I mean, I
No, I
feel where you.
get that. Yeah, yeah.
I
So, but
mean,
I'm just saying,
if you,
listen,
it sounds like you're on a self type journey, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I think
right.
you're taking too much of content out of it. You know what I'm saying? I know we talk about choking
No, what do
anxiety,
you mean by that?
but
Well, listen, we
you're
listen.
saying like
What do
I
we
don't
take
have
it
to
by?
ever talk about nothing that ain't got nothing to do with shape, and that's not necessarily true. I can talk about anything I want to on my panel. I can
That
talk
is
about anything
true.
I want. I can talk about other people's experiences that we can learn from, whether it's relationship podcasts or trucking. But I always keep my lies
But we
trucking.
learning relationship experiences from nobody in a successful relationship. How does that make sense? You get what I'm
No,
saying?
but
Like all the people that you was playing in the
no,
background, like I watched that
you
show and
can
I'm
learn
like,
what
these
to
people
do
ain't
though.
don't know nothing,
By watching
huh?
certain things, you can learn some tricks of the game though out here. Because the game didn't
Like
change when your
what?
granddaddy was
Well,
dating.
I mean, I ain't in the game. You know what I mean? I'm married. You know what I mean? So
I don't
14,
got no stick
15
out.
years, I'm
Look at
good.
you. Look at you. Look at you.
But the game is always the game, right? It's a game. And
Mm-hmm.
who plays games? Children play games. Grown
Men,
folks don't.
men do.
No,
Oh,
no, them
Them
ain't.
ain't
Hold on.
childish
Let's start.
things.
Now we
Go ahead.
gotta
Go
go.
ahead.
Now we gotta go through this. What is a man? A man is not someone who is of age and has the hormones, the DNA, the all those things that make the chromosomes that make you a man, a male. A man is someone who provides for his family. But I had to learn that because I didn't have a man to teach me that. I thought a man was a nigga that had all these hoes. That made me a man. You know what I
mm-hmm.
mean? I got all these bras. All of them know about each other. Like
Cause
I'm
that's
like
what
I'm
you
doing
seen, and when
something.
you brought up on left, oh yeah, go ahead. Same similar
Like
situation, but go
no,
ahead.
that would no no. What it really was it wasn't what I was brought up on. What it was me trying to fix something. They always what I'm realizing now is it all boils down to me trying to fix an empty spot inside of me. So I
Mm-hmm.
fill it up with drugs. I fill it up with liquor. You know what I mean? Then
Trying to
at
fill
times
the
I fill it
void.
up with
That's all.
women. Always
That's all
fill it up
personal
with
stuff.
food. But that's everybody. Everybody has that in some way, form, or fashion. They have something.
They have a
That's what I
guilty
mean by
pleasure,
we
something
all
they
have
try
a
to fill that
story.
void is. Yeah.
Everybody has a void, and not every single human being has it because some have fulfilled it to where they are full, like where they are fully them and fully aware,
Mm,
and some do not. Many of us do not. We walk around. That's why that Matrix, right? Like that movie is so deep because many of us are plugged in. Go work for a
yep.
motherfucker, punt, do 30 years, retire, get a pension for the man. Fuck all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about it. But guess what? It works for some. It's hard for me. And why is
Mm.
it so hard for me? Because something inside of me will not allow me to do it. You know what I mean? It will not allow me to, because I feel like it's so much greater for me. You get what I'm saying? For a long time, it was more or less, it's an authority thing. Like I don't like motherfuckers telling me what to do and I gotta do it. Right.
Hmm.
But I'm past that. And I've grown past that. I've worked through those things.
How long
And
did
it's
it take
not
you to get?
just that.
How,
No,
how
some
long
years.
did how long did it take you to have humbleness to follow instructions? How long did that take?
It took it took some years. You understand what I'm
Mm,
saying? It took years, but it took years of working on it. It didn't just take
mm,
years of me just living and it happened. No, I had to actively work on that area because
mm,
now I still have a problem with authority, but on a certain level. When you abuse authority, I don't respect that. And I won't even allow it. Like, yeah, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? You got it. Police want to abuse their authority. They all don't. But if they want to abuse their authority, abuse it. I'm just going to shut the fuck up. Well, I'm taking you to jail. Let's go. I got bail money. It'll be all right. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna get this shit dismissed
mm,
because it's bullshit. But the more I say, the more I do, the more
mm,
can happen. The more charges could be thrown on anything. You know what I mean? Like, so it's all about where you at in life. Everybody ain't where I'm at. And I understand that.
mm,
And everybody is where they are supposed to be, right? In
mm,
life. So that's pretty much what it is. Like you are right where you supposed to be, but we all could be somewhere that we think we should be.
mm,
But it's really you understand how like I'm a deep ass thinker, right? Like it's twisted. Like you could actually be somewhere better if you had made this choice back then. But if you focus on that, you will stay stuck back then. Like you will stay stuck.
Exactly, because you're
You
going
have to learn
backwards.
from
Yeah.
that and be like,
The
yeah,
key,
don't do that
I,
no
I
more.
I always say this: the key thing is really saying to yourself that something's wrong. That's the number. That's the number one thing. If you can
What you
get to
mean by
that,
that?
some people do really do have it built into their life. It's everything's okay. They have absolutely no problems. They can really jacked up in the head,
Y-
mind,
y-
body,
y-
and spirit.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
but
what I'm
that
saying?
comes, and
So,
I'm gonna tell you a lot of that stuff, type of stuff. Those things, these type of things come from childhood trauma, and even though
of
we
course,
don't know it, or we don't like we don't correlate like damn this is why I do that because like let
yeah,
me let me just say for me personally, right, because I was molested as a child, right, that's
mm-hmm,
why I was so sexually promiscuous with all these women. I didn't know that for many years until I started to seek self, right, then I learned
mm-hmm,
like that was something that happened to me caused me to be like this. And
mm-hmm,
then in my life I never thought that I would have one woman and have a wife and all of that, like, and I have one woman that I'm faithful to, regardless of a truck or not. But I ain't. Let me say this: I'm a man, so I
mm-hmm,
do. You see a girl walking like, damn, you got a fat. You know what I mean? Like you be like that. Like I'm a man, but I'm not about to be like, what's up with you? Like let me no, none of that,
You're
because
not
ain't
gonna
nothing
act
gonna
on it
be
though,
like
but
my
you
wife.
might comment. Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah,
see
no, in
what you
my
got at
mind I
home.
think it like, damn,
Yeah.
you got a fat ass. Like you know what I mean? Like damn, she thick as hell. Like damn, little mama. But I don't act on that because I love
Exactly.
my wife and what my wife brings to me. It's not even like this. My wife is 100% her and I'm 100% me. And together we're 200%. Ain't no half or nothing. We
Mm.
are one whole.
You
Like we
found
are
you that one, brother.
together.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Where I'm
Wow.
weak, she's strong. Where she's strong, where she's weak, I'm strong.
That's where you pick each
And
other
my
man.
job as a
Wow.
man is to protect my family, provide for my family, and take care of my family. That's what makes me a man. And that's the only thing. It ain't what kind of truck I drive. It ain't how much money I got. It ain't how many hoes I got. None of that shit make you a man. It's what kind of value do you add to your family? What do you do? What do you bring forth? What fruit do you bear?
mm-hmm.
So it's about, listen, I'm full of philosophy shit, but I don't read no philosophy, nothing. I don't believe in that kind of shit. I mean, it's good to hear and it can ring true. I believe in what I believe in, right? And those words are the words that I believe in ring true for me. You understand what I'm saying? And I've done some searching, so I've walked away and
Sounds like you have. It sounds like you have done some real searching. It sounds like you
yeah.
really.
So when I hear certain things and I just be like, yeah, listen. We don't think about these things. You know what I mean? Like, what you gonna do if you jump out the truck? Do you be fucked up and come back to driving? Now, I'm not being funny. That's only if you have no background. You get what I'm saying? Because you're gonna really get old home and be like, yeah, it's cool to be home. That shit gonna be good for 6 months, 9 months, maybe the first year. Oh, I love being in my bed every night, take a shower in my own house and this and that. But I'm gonna tell you the truth is there's other ways to make money. You just have to have a certain type of skill to get it. And I
Hmm.
ain't talking about selling dope. Like I'm good with my hands. So I can fix shit. I was a maintenance guy. Look, I've done a lot of shit since I've been home. So I fix people's apartments. Like shit go wrong, I fix the plumbing. I'm an electrician. I'm the carpenter. I'm all of these things that I've never done before, but I'm good at just good with my hands. That's my gift. And once I start realizing how I've always fixed things since I was little, like that's the gift God gave me. Some people were able to draw. Some people were able to sing. Some people were able to, visualize shit. Like my wife is a great visualizer. She can see something and put it together. And I'm like, damn, I would have never thought this could look like that. Like, how
Yeah,
did you see? I can't
RTs.
see the way
Yeah.
shit you see shit.
That's the
And there's
fruits of the
so we
spirit. That's all we all
we
gifted with
all
many
have
talents. Yep.
a gift. But when you realize it, so now it's like, well, why am I driving this fucking truck? Because right now, I'm being honest, I'm chasing a dollar, right? To try to get my family back on track when the truth, I'm about to preach to myself right now because this is what this was all about. This is why God let this happen. The truth is, I need to surrender, right? And that's for me. Like, I need to surrender, and I know that. And now that I speak it loudly, right, and speak it out, I know
Yep.
that I need to surrender, and I just probably need to say, fuck this and go back home, right? And just work on cars and keep running that business. Because now I'm getting more calls than I was getting before. And I'm like, yeah, I won't be home for 4 weeks. I'm not, I lie and say I'm booked up, right? So I do frivolously lie, which I shouldn't, but I don't want to lose the
No,
clientele.
no, you did with
Huh?
all that for life. No, you didn't.
No, yeah, because listen, I said I'm not perfect. I fall short in many. I still smoke cigarettes, smoke cigars, vape, like shit. I ain't. I still overeat. Like I was emotional eating yesterday. Like man, fuck this. I'm going home. I need to get out this truck. You know what I mean? Like I gotta go home. Like this shit ain't good for your spirit for too much. You can only listen to so much spiritual stuff, and I don't understand. Like if I'm required, this is not for everyone, but I'm just saying for me. Like if I'm required, like if God requires me to be holy, right? Like how do I do that?
Okay,
You
but
get what I'm saying?
let me
Like
say this. Let me say that just because you try to live right and try to does not mean you have to be a total robot and forget about
no, it's not. It's not
uh,
about a robot. But if you read the
around
word, right? If
until
you
that's fine.
read the word and the
Around.
word becomes a part of you, if you read the word and the word becomes a part of you, if that's what you subscribe to, whether you're a Muslim, if you read that word, right? And you did like why is a Muslim so the Muslim brothers, they are very dedicated. I don't give a damn if they driving this truck or not. Them dudes stopping to pray. You understand what I'm saying? Like they doing what they're very disciplined. And most of us, who follow Christ are not. And that's what I mean by living whole. Like God requires that of me. But why is it so hard for me to surrender myself and just let it be? Right? Why is it that? Because I want to take the power back and I want to control it. Like I can make it better. And then there's some shit I just can't control. There's some things that I can, but everything outside of me, I have no control over. I only have control over me. And in many days, like I was saying, I don't even have control over that because I'm weak. Therefore, that's why I'm still seeking self to fully understand self so I can be strong and not weak. Right. So that's why I indulge in bullshit like cigarettes and cigars and all of this shit and eat overeating at times. You know what I'm saying? Want to work out 3 days and then overeat for four. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit don't make
Yeah.
no sense.
What's
That's
it?
stupid.
that
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that comes from you being lack of discipline. But I'll say this: people say that they want to be saved and sanctified, and that's fine. But you don't have to be so righteous that you forget to connect with people. Do you
But
understand?
that's not
You
yeah,
can't
but
forget to
that's
connect
not I
with people.
think we missed the
Everybody,
point of like what that means.
everybody's not gonna walk the same line as you. We can have any kind of conversation. That doesn't
We
mean
can
you
have
less
any kind.
holy.
No,
We
but
have
what I
any kind
mean,
of. That
I'm
mean
speaking only for me. I'm not speaking for anyone else because everyone's perception is not the same of what holy is, right? I'd have been to a lot of churches and there's a lot of bullshit going on in churches. Like the shit that's being preached up there is bullshit and it ain't the word, even though the word is being used. But only way you would know that, and what I've come to understand about churches is most people in a church, members, don't even know the word. Pastor be like, go read Psalm 37 and Romans 15, and then he preach a message on it, and that's what they go home and read. No, read the book for yourself. Study to show thyself approved, no one else. And once you know what God's word say, when you hear it, you be like, yeah, that ain't God. That ain't God. God ain't in that. What you talking about? But it sound good, make you feel good, make people hoop and holler, jump all around and fall all out, man. Fuck all that.
That
You
worldly
know what I
stuff,
mean?
worldly praise, just like the
Yeah, but
Pharisees
they
and stuff
don't
did
know it.
back in
But
the
that's the
day.
problem is they don't know that. Why? Because they don't read the word themselves.
No.
That's it. And I'm gonna tell you, get a Bible app. You can. We as a truck driver, you can read the Bible in a week by listening to it. Right? You can get that word 40 hours, 53 hours, 53 hours, and I forget how many minutes it was. And how many times do I drive? How many hours do I drive a week? You can listen to that shit every week until it's ingrained in you. If that's what you choose to do, because that's not for everybody. Everybody don't believe, right? We all have the right to believe. That's why we have free will, because you have free
What?
will
Okay,
to
let me
choose
ask you
whatever
this.
you want.
What religion do you practice? Do you practice Muslim, Islam, Catholic, Christian?
I practice. Let me say this. I practice the religion of holiness, right?
Okay.
Right,
So you
and that
know,
rigid and that rigid that religion is based in holy scripture.
okay, Holy
Now,
Scripture. No, Holy Scripture. What?
there's only one holy scripture. So I don't know. Other all those other books have, you know. Let me say this. Let's just say for plain sake, like let's say Christianity. Just
Okay.
for just to say that, but I don't consider myself a Christian
Okay.
because you know that's just not who I am. I don't consider myself that. I strive for holiness doesn't mean that I will ever reach a perfect. I'm never going to be perfect. I'm always going to fall. I'm not confused about that. I'm better than no one. You know what I mean? I'm worse than many. You understand what I'm saying? Like I
Mm-hmm.
struggle with things like I'm worse than many people. I'm not better than anyone. But that's the religion I choose to follow, which is not a religion that you're going to find everywhere because it's not really a religion that's even quoted, right? It is actually God declares us to be holy in his word. And that's the religion that he declares of you. He didn't declare you to be a Christian. That's some man-made stuff made by the archdiocese of the Catholic religion.
Hmm.
So, but people don't want to really talk about that, right? Catholicism and all of that. Like, I don't care. All of this stuff is being, it's like, they say that's a man made book. I used to say that same thing, right? I walked away from it, studied Egyptology, studied Muslims. I studied a whole lot of different, what's like, chakras and stuff like that, zodiac. And for some reason, for a person who me, I didn't grow up believing in God at all, especially the way my life was. Like, I didn't believe there was a God. It couldn't have been. I came to believe on my own with no one's influence based on my seeking of something, right? That's what it was. It was nobody praying over me, nobody's hands over me, none of that. I had a personal experience with the God of my understanding, right? Which is Christ.
Okay.
But then when I read his word, it changes me. The spirit changes me, right? And it doesn't make me perfect, but it makes me like know how really messed up I really am. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really messed up. Like, damn. I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be here. All the things I've done. Like I don't deserve this.
Hmm.
I don't deserve to have a wife. You know what I mean? I don't deserve to have grown children, right? I don't deserve those things. I deserve to be dead. I deserve to be hung. I deserve to be crucified. That's what I truly deserve. But because of his mercy, I don't
And His
get what I
grace.
deserve.
Yeah.
His
And that's
grace
truly
and
what all of us deserve: is grace and mercy endure forever. Yes. Go ahead.
yeah,
I'm just listening, man. Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
So no,
and
but I'm just saying, that's just where I'm at. And I know that everybody don't subscribe to that because they think it's a white man's religion, this and that. Like what we all been brainwashed. It's all about whatever you choose to believe. That's why you have free will. So believe it. But don't impose and tell me I'm wrong because I won't tell you you're wrong. I just believe what I believe. That's it.
Exactly.
And if we all go back to it, we all come from Egypt. Period.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
even Christ and all of them, that happened in that region. So they ain't
Yeah.
no white man write this book. It was written on the hieroglyphs way before this book existed. It was written in the tombs.
Mhm.
They call it a different story though, right? And they say that it was stolen. Possibly so. You get what I'm saying? Highly possible. But is that what I choose to believe? Like, that's just my choice, right? I just choose what I choose, and that's okay.
Mhm.
If person choose to be
Exactly.
gay, do I agree with it? No. But that's their choice. That's their
Mhm.
cross to bear. It ain't mine. I don't got to
Exactly.
deal with that. But I don't have to treat you no kind of way because you are either.
You're
I
not
don't
supposed to
gotta,
be. You
no,
ain't
but I'm
supposed to.
saying people do. People do. Like I don't care if you gay, that's on you. I don't even care if you hit on me. That don't bother me. I'm secure in my manhood. Like I love my wife. I'm married. I'm cool. But I flattered. That means that, you like something about me. Whatever. That hasn't happened, but I'm just saying. That's how I would look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. All right. But somebody else be like, back when I was younger, like, nigga, do this, I'm gonna knock his ass out. Like, no, nigga. No, this ain't even about that, man. Pac had a great line, right? And this
Mhm.
used to get me. Pac was like I believe in Pac, like that was my guy. This before I believed in God. Was you know what I mean? Like I believed in Pac. And he had a line. Niggas busting shots like they lost their mind, like 25 to life, never crossed their mind. That shit right there is like so deep for me because of the things that I've done. And all the mindless shit that's going on in the world is like, yeah, these niggas out here is crazy. You know what I'm saying? We don't even think about what's gonna happen. And it's all in the name of you said something, or nigga, you think you all of that, or this and that, whatever. Like that's what we do this in the name of. Like we do this in the name of some old bullshit, like some false principles. Who taught us that? Who taught
Mhm.
us that? Society, our surroundings, our parents. We all been brainwashed. Period. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to believe, we've all been brainwashed. You gonna think going to a different company gonna be different? Sometimes it will be, but let me tell you this: 9 times out of 10, if you have the same problem at different companies, it probably ain't the fucking companies. It's probably your ass. You just won't look at it, right?
I
Now I'm
won't
not
say.
saying you. I'm
I
not
won't.
saying you. Yeah, so don't take no
I,
offense. I'm just saying
I,
people. Like it's people that jump from company to company, think
yeah.
it's gonna be better, and every time they go,
I
they
have,
don't pay
I
this,
have
they
some
don't do
people.
that.
I have some people that jump from cover coming, but I stick it out. I be year here, 2 years here, two and a
No,
half.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, but it's some people that just be like, oh, they was this, they was bullshit, this was bullshit, or that, or this, or that. It's always something, and they ain't never nowhere a month or two. And I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't never thought that probably the problem is your ass? Probably your fucked up attitude. The shit that come out your mouth, like, nigga, I wouldn't hire your ass either.
Mhm.
I would be ready to get rid of you. You talking all crazy to me, nigga? All right, bye. Here, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna starve you out. See, that's the thinking
People,
that these
let-
companies have.
it's the people don't know how to stick in and sacrifice nothing and really put in the sweat equity to
That's the
say that
truth.
to get to success. You ain't never gave your whole into nothing. You can't talk what didn't work.
If you keep
You
using
ain't
that
never
word, and I got to know what you mean by that. Like to get to success, what does that mean? What
success
do
is
that mean?
what I mean by success is when you're proud of yourself. You're proud of what you're doing. Your family's proud of it. You feel comfortable in your
Yeah, but
life.
see, no, but I'm gonna tell you, and that's okay if that's how you feel, right? And there's nothing wrong with that to you. But to me, that I have a problem with that because I don't
Mm-hmm.
give a damn how my family feel about me.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I noticed that they can depend on me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna be the person they're gonna call, whether they believe in me or don't believe in me. They believe something about me, and they know that I am dependable. I will be there. I will help. I'm the first one that's called, whether it's my mother, whether it's my children, no matter who it is, right? They all
Mm-hmm.
call me first. You know what I mean? That speaks volumes. That makes me successful because there were years in the past where none of them would have called me. They'd have been like, get away from me. You ain't allowed over here. We don't want that shit over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I've already succeeded. So now what am I looking for? Some different success? You see what I'm saying? So when I say those types of things, like in this, you can succeed in different things, and I get that. But when we say you won't be successful, we had to think like, is that in totality? In totality? or we just talk about in one specific thing, right?
That's your life success.
But that's up to the person, right? Like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Success is only up to oneself. No one else can define it for you.
So
No
let
one
me ask
else can say this is what
you,
success
well, can
is.
I ask you this? So would you say Beyonce is not successful?
I don't know. What's successful to whose mind? In whose mind? Not in
So you,
mine. I don't
so you
give a
would,
damn about Beyonce. Like her, whatever Beyonce do, don't fill my plate, nor does it pay my bills, nor
I'm
does
not,
it help me live. So I
what I'm,
don't care about Beyonce. I don't listen to none of that,
I'm
and I don't
I
support none of that.
one question I said, do you think that her status is not means
So
of
are we talking? But if it would be in a worldly sense, right? I ain't talking about what it would be based on America's dream, that dream that we all live in, the American dream. I guess it would be if you were looking at it from that aspect. But I don't want to live in nobody's dream but my own.
mm,
I ain't living in nobody's dream.
but when you say
Not
success,
America's, not Pakistan's, not Ukraine's, not nobody's.
but when you say success, I'm just using her as an example.
Yeah, but
And
but I wouldn't even consider her successful at what?
in
At
her,
manipulating y'all into making her rich? Well, I guess she would be successful at that. At manipulating y'all and worshiping her? I guess she would be successful in that.
you ain't gotta worship her like a music.
No, I'm saying how many people worship her.
But I'm
And
just,
we got to understand what worship means though. So now we get see this is like a rabbit hole. This is a never ending conversation, which is good. But I'm just saying it's a never because that's the way I'm going to always come because that's the way I think, right?
mm,
Like I don't give a damn about no movie stars, I don't give a fuck about none of them. I don't care about none of them. I don't support none of them. If me paying for the little subscriptions, I barely watch TV. I gotta watch. You know why I watch shows? Because my wife wants to watch shows, and the shows we watch: Good Doctor, um, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. That's the shit we watch, and that's it. I don't watch. She be trying to get me to watch Power. I watched that a couple times, but what I realize is it takes my mind to another place, and I was like, yeah, I'm not watching that shit no more.
mm,
And it's too much homosexuality going on in that shit. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to. And why is it always a fucking scene every goddamn show? Like, bruh, is this what you trying to indoctrinate people with, bro? I'm not watching that shit. I don't want to. I don't care about that.
mm,
That shit is not important to me, but it's entertaining for folks. It is entertaining. I ain't gonna lie, I get caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, yeah, I can't watch it no more. Now
mm,
these other shows we watch, we do it together, and that's time that we spend together.
mm,
But when I'm here, like I got a tablet, you know what I do? I turn on something and I go to sleep.
mm.
I don't watch TV. Even when I had TV in my truck before, I would turn on My Wife and Kids. That's what I watch. And I didn't even watch it. I turn it on. I may watch some of the episode. It makes me laugh a little bit. I roll over. I've always slept with the TV on. That's some old kid shit too. That's some trauma too. You know what I'm saying? So from a child, I've always slept with the TV on, and I do now as an adult. So I always have to have that playing.
Mm.
But that's just me. And that doesn't mean that Beyonce is not successful in her own right. She is. That's why I said it's up to the one. But it's up to like the masses believe that. They want to be like her. Like, bro, why would you want to? I don't want to be like none of them. I want to
I
be
didn't
like me.
like her. I just said, do you think she's successful?
But that's depends on what we talking. You see what I'm saying? She's successful to herself. Like in her mind, she's successful. I believe that.
Okay.
And in other people's minds, she's successful. I believe that also. Only to me, I don't believe that. If that makes sense.
Okay. Hmm. I appreciate you, bro. I'm just gonna get up off here because I got to lay it down, give me a nap in. Oh,
Yeah, go
we've
ahead.
been live for 2 hours, Mister Left.
Wait, listen. I just wanted to
Two
chime in.
hours.
I ain't trying to preach nobody off, even though I come like that. That's just the way I think, and
No,
that's
we
the kind of
appreciate
person I am.
you. We appreciate you. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm a thinker.
yeah. People, if people can get their opinion over here, you know what I'm saying. I've been accused
Yeah.
of being judgmental in the past, which I really don't think I am. You know, I just feel like everybody just do what they need to do for themselves, but we all can agree and relate to certain things. You know, I got beat up for talking about truckers and porn. They beat me up about that on they been on here, which I know that's something a lot of truckers deal with. You know, it's something real and it hits home. You know, But they
Yeah,
talked about that about me with me again. So it's nothing for people to drop their conversation. I'm never 100% offended ever, and ever think I am. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We
So
appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. You take it easy and be safe.
You have a good night, my dear. You have a
You
good
too.
night. All right, sugar.
All right.
All right, y'all heard it. Mr. Left Door Clothes had to come on there. He was cooking on that, wasn't he? He was giving it to us, though, wasn't he? I have to say thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Long time no see. I hope you do a slide in, chopping on with us again. Shout out again to KB, Grind and Play, Just Jalen, Ghost Buddies, and everyone else that dropped in for us. Black Heavyweight was surprised to see you. And whoever else I forgot what it is, but it was in my chat, you know. And the rest of it's gonna watch the replay on this thing, trucking anxiety, we all go through it. It's just a lot to deal with out here. Uh, just be careful in what company you deal with. Don't put your faith 100% in none of these companies. You use these companies for a tool to achieve everything you're after just as much as they're using you to keep their bottom line. Okay? I love y'all much. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. And this is your girl Shape.